lifestyle will be reborn. Battles will be started. Wars will be ended. History will be made once again at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. FWE presents Inaugural House of Hardcore. Tonight, pro wrestling changes forever. The Inaugural House of Hardcore.
WWE former TNA superstar Shawn Daivari.
And Sean, I don't mean to bust in here. I'm Vic Trevelyanti. It's my debut here for House of Hardcore at FWE. You've been such a good part of that as Daivari getting ready for this opening contest. Very excited to be here. And I'm looking forward to this show, which really is a homecoming of sorts for some.
Yeah, and you know, an interesting story for our viewers at home. Shawn Daivari just last week involved in a train robbery, literally saving the lives of everyone on the train.
Before we get into this, I'm looking around, and it's amazing to me how many people are here. And look who it is, Jordan.
Former WCW superstar Crowbar.
And Crowbar making his way to the ring. A lot of people don't know, Doubles has a physical therapist.
Really?
How about that?
That is very interesting. I was one of those people that did not know that.
Dr. Crowbar.
Well, tonight, he's looking to perform some surgery on Shawn Daivari, and probably not in a favorable way. Don't forget, for those watching at home, follow us on Twitter at FWE Wrestling and at House of Hardcore. Tweet us your thoughts. Tell us what you think. Kevin Keenan checking the opponent for weapons. And then we are ready.
Very excited to be here again, Jordan, as these two lock up center of the ring.
You know, Crowbar is clearly the bigger, stronger guy. He's going to have to utilize that strength in order to take advantage of the speed of Shawn Daivari.
Yeah, he's so quick, he's so fast, he's so agile, he has the ability to go to the top rope, run around. This is going to be a very interesting matchup between these two gentlemen. And again, they tie up, and quickly Daivari on the upper hand here on Crowbar goes right to work on the left shoulder, trying to chop down the much bigger adversary right here tonight.
Crowbar's got years of experience on Shawn. Definitely going to be an interesting matchup, stylistically.
Yeah, it's interesting how Crowbar goes right back to work on the arm of Daivari as Daivari tried to, they're trying to feel each other out right now, Jordan, here early on. Trying to really get a sense of one-upsmanship almost between these two.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to overcommit and leave yourself vulnerable for a big attack. Crowbar with the side headlock. Looks like he's squeezing his head with all he's got. Shawn shoots him off the ropes. And a big shoulder tackle.
Big collision right there.
Drop down. And a hip toss. Beautifully done by Shawn Daivari. Follow up with a nice drop kick right to the chest.
And that's what we talk about, the quickness of Shawn Daivari paying some early dividends here as Crowbar in that corner. What a beautiful drop kick just thrown by Shawn Daivari.
Looks like Crowbar's trying to reset just a little bit here, really shake off that little exchange, and that's something I really did not.
Yeah, sportsmanship. Referee said it was a clean shot to the midsection. Now Crowbar gets the upper hand, so to speak, and it's interesting. He's going to have to use his strength, and again now just overpowering Daivari on the outside.
Looked like that shot was right to the throat. And now he's going to throw him all the way across the to the steel post.
And you got the referee in there immediately going right after Crowbar, who is not really letting up too much as he stomps on the left hand of Shawn Daivari.
What a dirty yet smart tactic. Crowbar ducked the head a little too early, and he's going to pay for it.
Oh!
Huge clothesline by Daivari.
Just for the count. I don't think you're going to get Crowbar on a clothesline, but a vicious chop with the right hand, not the hand that Crowbar stepped on moments ago.
Oh. Followed up, Crowbar able to move, and now he's on rubber legs. This match has been a real great back and forth opening contest.
Crowbar, and again, referee saying that it's a clean shot, quote unquote, not too low. And basically Crowbar bending the rules, not breaking them thus far in this opening match, as again, he goes low. Hey, I'm not a referee, you're not a referee. We're not out here wearing striped shirts. This isn't an NFL replacement official. We got actual officials here for House of Hardcore.
That is true. Referee Kevin Keenan, formerly of the WWE. Uh-oh. This looks very bad for...
Oh!
That solid steel guardrail. That could break your sternum, knock the wind out of you, and really end this match early on.
Oh, Daivari in a lot of trouble here, and he just gets measured up. And a shot. Daivari almost in our laps.
Right into our commentary.
You know what? For his speed, his quickness, Jordan, if he can't breathe, he gets no oxygen, he can't move, is another cover, and he had to use a lot of energy to just sneak that right shoulder up. And again, now look at this. What a smart move by the physical therapist, Crowbar, outside of the ring. And now he's stretching, really stretching that inside, really stretching the body of Daivari, not allowing him to get full breaths of air.
You know, you touched on it. As a physical therapist, you would have to assume that he might know the body better than the average person. He might know how to inflict pain better than the average person.
Yeah, and if he was in this position, he might know a way of maybe even trying to get some deeper breaths that other people wouldn't know. So you're really using his brain inside, but now there's really no outsmarting. Some shots to the midsection. Daivari getting back up and then going back down with a clubbing blow from Crowbar.
That clothesline looked like it hit Sean right in the eye.
George, look.
He's having trouble seeing it.
We might see Crowbar flying. He's out of his element. Oh!
And the crowd comes alive. 3-4 chops in a row. Sean goes up to the second rope. High risk, high reward. Is it going to pay off? Yes!
Oh!
Big superplex off the second rope. Sean's too hurt to follow up here, though. He's got to get on top of him and make a pin.
Oh, the pain just across the face of Crowbar as Daivari trying to get into it. Crowbar, though, he took the bigger brunt of the punishment, but he's the first to his feet.
The crowd's really rallying behind Daivari here. Crowbar off and a big clothesline, making 2 in a row. Will we see a third?
Big back body drop. Right with the count.
No, we were talking about it earlier too. Crowbar stepping on his hands, Daivari raking the forearm across the face. Any extra way to inflict damage.
Yeah, this is the House of Hardcore. These guys pulling out all the stops. Daivari in the corner.
Tornado DDT!
Planted him right on the head. I think Daivari's making a mistake not going for the cover, and now he's going to the outside. It didn't work for Crowbar moments ago.
And it looks like Crowbar's having trouble making it to his feet. Sean is perched and ready to soar.
Homage to the Superfly. Oh!
That's gotta be it. 2, 3.
What a big win for Daivari, paying homage to Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
That's right, Sean Daivari, the winner of your first match here in Poughkeepsie, the House of Hardcore. And tonight really is just about paying homage to the people that came before us.
Now you're talking about the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. We're going to touch on this all evening, Jordan is Daivari right here celebrating a hard fought. When you're talking about, this is the place where Big John Studd cut Andre the Giant's hair in this squared circle. How about Macho Man Randy Savage introducing Miss Elizabeth? ECW shows the Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, they've all walked the halls, and now it is the home of the House of Hardcore, where it's not about BS, there's no politics, it's just about wrestling.
And damn good wrestling at that, I have.
Oh, watch your mouth, this is a family entertainment.
If I say it, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
Big congratulations, Oda Daivari.
Anyway, while we have a moment here, I'd just like to thank Tommy Dreamer for working so closely with FWE to put together this show. The only way that we could have pulled this off.
Ooh, tag team. I like that. about this, Jordan? The final battle. You're talking about the FBI. Some Paisans walking to the ring right now.
Probably two of my favorite guys, and of course Big Sal right underneath Nunzio.
When did Nunzio? Oh, he's on his shoulders. I thought Nunzio was walking to the ring. I thought he was on stilts.
Tony Mamaluke, Nunzio, Big Sal, the FBI. Tonight, House of Hardcore with a little throwback action. Looks like Mamaluke's got a nice little haircut there.
Yeah, look at little Guido getting warmed up. They're almost in the backyard of Little Italy here in New York.
It's true, it's not far from Brooklyn.
The full-blooded Italian. You know my last name, George, Trevelyanti.
Don't ask me to say it.
Don't worry about it. Wow. The FBI chant picking up.
What a great atmosphere tonight. Big Sal trying to intimidate him. I don't know if that's the smartest move. Whoa, do you see that? Doring and roadkill.
Wow, you know what? This really is the final battle you're looking at when they come down this ramp. For Doring and roadkill, Danny Doring and roadkill, you're talking about the final, the last ECW Tag Team Champions. There is Danny Doring.
Wow, he looks phenomenal.
Yeah, he looks in great shape. And obviously, it is the beginning of October here in New York. Wearing pink, supporting breast cancer. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
Look at Danny Doring, though. He used to hang out in my neck of the woods, Pepper Pike, Ohio. Dropping a little knowledge on you tonight, George.
I'm learning a lot already.
Oh! There's two of them. I thought it was a mirror on the back of a mirror. We got two of them. Roadkill. Danny Doring. See, like as I said, the last ECW Tag Team Champions. Full-blooded Italians. The final battle. This one should be epic.
Is that Roadkill's son? It looks slightly familiar. I think that's his son.
It might be. I'm trying to take a look. My journalistic abilities sitting out here with you. Obviously, he's got. It looks like he's got more hair on his head than a roadkill, from what I can see underneath that hat. Oh.
Guido really enjoying the chance of FBI in this 1,000+ crowd here tonight at HoH.
1,000. There's wall-to-wall people. To my right, to my left, in front of me, in front of that stage filled. I turn around, I look up to the top, to the rafters, and it's just filled. Don't forget, you can check us out, houseofhardcore.net. You can follow us on Twitter, as Jordan said.
At House of Hardcore, at FWE Wrestling. And
Follow me on Twitter, at Trav923. Cheap plug.
Yeah, why not? And while you're there, don't forget to check out FWWrestling.com as well.
I'm looking forward to this. This is only the second match of the night.
Yeah, it looks like Little Guido and Danny Doring are going to kick things off for us here in this tag match.
They're looking for the bell. It took them a while to get the ring-a-ding-ding.
Doring and little show of respect there with the handshake and no cheap shot after.
Yeah, but you know what? When you take a look at this, when you're a competitor, Jordan, and you've been through the battles like these two have, is Danny Doring controlling the head right now. When you control the head, you really control the body. But when you're talking about the battles these guys have been through the years, there's always going to be respect there, no matter how much you hate them. And look at these guys one step ahead of each other.
Great leg sweep by
Oh.
Whoa, wow, this is faster than I can keep you up with.
Oh. Look at that mean right there in the center of the ring. Try it again, little Guido says. There we go now.
Great drop.
Quick cover.
Quick one count.
Woo! Well, Guido was about a half step ahead of him. Quick count, though, for Danny Doring. And Guido gets out, both on their feet. Arm drag takedown. Now little Guido picking out. Wait a minute, he just got flipped over. Inside out. Uh-oh. Doring got caught there. Little Guido trying to go back. And these guys just going back. Double drop kick. How well do these guys know each other, Jordan? Wow!
I mean, they go back 20 years almost now, right?
Unbelievable.
Probably as many times as they have, you know the moves they like to go for.
Yeah, he did do his homework here. Little Guido shouting to the crowd. What an opening sequence almost there. If you're scoring this on points, Jordan, you got to say it'd be tie if this was boxing.
So far, it's a draw. Neither man has been able to gain the advantage. Doring with the side headlock, really wrenching that on little Guido.
Oh, we got a blind tag there. Doring doesn't know it.
Nice double hip toss and a double elbow. Nobody home for the FBI.
Uh-oh. Here comes the big fella. I bet you little Guido's gonna get out of there. Oh, look at that poke in the eyes. I mean, it's effective, right?
Hey, you can't fight if you can't see. And the sidewalk slam. Oh, that's 300 plus pounds coming down on you.
He just planted him. And he did it with one arm, the strength Roadkill has. That really, much like we've talked about already in the first match, it's strength versus speed. You know, Danny Doring and Roadkill are going to overpower the full-blooded Italians. I don't think anyone would argue that.
Oh, what a show of strength by Roadkill. Doring able to go underneath. Nice chin butt.
Oh, a double one.
Tony Malmaluca.
He might be out on his feet. He's on the outside. Full-blooded Italians now look like they need to regroup a little bit.
Uh-oh, Roadkill looks like he's going to fly. Oh, Doring over the top rope.
And Tony really, actually, if you would have seen that, he pushed little Guido out of the way to save him.
That's the brothers.
Wait a minute. You can't put your hands on an official. Oh! Oh, wait! He's doing a hip toss. 1, 2, oh!
The referee almost won the match.
Wait a minute. Roadkill's in refereeing. Oh, little Guido, hey! Wait a minute. Big Sal trying to get in the ring. What? The referee chant picking up here, Jordan. Wait, you gotta reorganize this.
Ref, you didn't let this go on, right?
Roadkill has to, now wait a minute. Now Roadkill is not the referee. That's the referee.
Could you imagine if he had pinned little Guido?
Would that have been the match? Would that have gone down in the books as the second match at House of Hardcore? A victory for the official?
I think you would have had to give the referee a contract right after that.
You know what, I don't know, but I can tell you this, FBI needs to regroup somehow here. It's looking like little Guido going to face off with the Roadkill. Final battle here, House of Hardcore, and they put on a show this far in this match. Back and forth action. Referee even getting involved. And there it is again, Jordan, just the strength of these two guys. What do you get? Oh. Hey.
I can't say I blame him.
Tony Mamu just said, hey, I'm turning around. Little Guido right now on an island by himself.
Whoa, right out in front of us. Big Sal and little Roadkill, I guess. Is that what we're going to call him?
Baby Roadkill and got some sun that. Big Sal's big. Here, you take his glasses. I don't want to hold him.
Really breaking down right in front of us.
I can't see the ring because of Big Sal's back.
You can show a movie on that thing.
I know, look at it. That thing would block out the sun. He usually gets his dress shirts, but you know, I think he's just wearing, we got a little argument going on right
Something's going on. It looks like the referee's lost complete control.
Anyways, what I was saying was, as soon as he's getting back under control, you know, bed sheets are usually the shirt size for Big Sal here on the outside.
And another thumb to the eye by Roadkill. And another
oh! That's what we've been needing to see out of the FBI.
Beautiful head scissor takeover. Roadkill, for the first time, taken off his feet by Tony Malmaluca.
And now he really has control, driving the point of his elbow into the face, now going to work, trying to really chop down. Oh, nope. This is trying to chop down the big fella. Roadkill, though, gets the tag. Danny Doring back in. The final ECW champions in control as Doring off the rope.
Oh, right in front of the referee, Big Sal.
Big Sal saying his shoe was untied.
Those are like size 18 boots right there.
Now we got little Roadkill out here again, trying to see the action. Referee not paying attention.
Looks like he just caught the leg drop off the second rope. Barely a one count.
Danny Doring trying to stay in this, you know. Big Sal has been a distraction for the FBI. I didn't take nothing. Oh, big fella, we're paisans.
He looked like he was gonna eat me for lunch.
Yeah, you wouldn't be lunch, you'd be an appetizer.
maybe a late evening snack.
Yeah, Danny Doring right now, they're getting double team. Now Big Sal getting involved. Roadkill finally just trying to come in to help his partner. And again, the full-blooded Italians doing a 2-on-1 job here with the referees back to them.
Sometimes, you know, when you let your emotions get the best of you, it distracts the referee enough to let the other team take advantage.
And take advantage as the FBI, and this could be it. The hook of the leg.
Beautiful seated drop kick, still only a 2. Doring clutching at his mouth.
And look what Little Guido does, not allowing Danny Doring, as Doring just spits at Big Sal. Little Guido grapevining the leg, not allowing him to, you know, get anywhere in that ring closer to Roadkill. Now Tony in the ring.
Did you see Big Sal pie face him and almost knock him out with just that little slap?
Yeah, that skillet-sized hand he has could knock out a 2. Oh, we got a submission move, center of the ring, Jordan.
Looks like an armbar from here. Really wrenching on the shoulder, the rotator cuff.
No, he's good.
Look at Danny Doring, he's fighting, crawling, almost the ropes. And look at Big Sal. Big Sal pulling the rope back for a moment.
But Tony Mamaluke let go anyway. I'm not really sure why.
And they have finally focused on a body part. The strength of Danny Doring and Roadkill has been, you know, that was the X factor. Now it's been kind of put to the back burner because they've tried to focus in on that left arm, really worked around it, trying to chop down Danny Doring. As now the double team going on again in this near corner. Referee needs to step in there at some point.
Yeah, I mean, they only have till a count of 5.
Oh, big reversal by Danny Doring.
Right into the corner. Big shot right.
Was that his tooth in the middle of the ring?
I think it might be. Tornado DDT blocked, but turned into a guillotine choke.
Is Danny Doring going to tap out? The final battle between these two teams, which goes back 2 decades. Big Sal pleading his case for the tap. Roadkill trying desperately to stretch his large frame for a tag in Danny Doring. Well, that's one way to counter it.
Right into the corner, into the ropes. That could have been devastating.
I've never seen the guillotine countered by just literally throwing your opponent like a piece of garbage over your head.
Just brute strength there by Doring on Tony Mamaluke. Now Tony's pulling himself across the rope.
Now,
Sal helping.
Big Sal getting a little slap on the bum, and here we go.
Uh-oh. Little Roadkill with a huge clothesline. Another 2 in a row.
Uh-oh. Little Guido going for a ride.
And a scoop.
Oh, planted him.
That's 400 pounds right down on.
No. What's he doing?
What is he thinking?
The crowd on their feet. Roadkill looking for the bomb in the corner. He might have broken ribs.
That's gotta be it. Wait a minute.
What? Oh, now he's gonna go for the cover. 1. Oh, Big Sal. You know what? I've seen Big Sal now 3 or 4 times. He's pleading his case to the official that he slipped. Uh-oh.
Little Guido in the ring.
Yeah, we see Little Roadkill, though, coming over. Oh.
Doring went for a shot at Big Sal. Sal's smart enough to move out of the way. And now he's really just, I guess, you know, maybe there's no DQ here in HoH in honor of this match.
No, I mean, these two guys just going at it. Danny Doring with a big clothesline taking care of Mamaluke. I think the referee just trying his best. Hey, control with a side kick into the guardrail.
He almost flew into the second row with that.
Well, Doring now going to the top. Is he going to the outside? Is he going to the... Uh-oh, look what they're setting up.
Will we see it?
Say goodnight to the FBI.
Thanks for coming. Danny Doring and Roadkill are your winners in the second match.
How about that? The final battle goes to the final ECW Tag Team Champions, Danny Doring and Roadkill.
You know, Tommy Dreamer and myself, we are firm believers in tag team wrestling. Last night at FWE, we crowned the first FWE tag team.
Yes, we did. And a nice spot. By the way, that tournament last night, I was there in Brooklyn. Back to Brooklyn, I think the event was called. Find it on DVD.
But anyway, I mean, tag team wrestling is a dying art, and we're doing our best to bring it back, to give it to the fans that love tag team wrestling.
Yeah, what a great match, and just the second match of the House of Hardcore. Again, I'm HoH. It's an honor to be here, Jordan. Again, I'll probably say it a number of times. I want to thank you. I want to thank Tommy Dreamer. I want to thank everybody in the back, and I especially want to thank the thousands of people here inside the Hudson Civic Center for allowing me to step into a piece of New York, step into the House of Hardcore. It is truly an honor.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, Roadkill's getting on the mic. This ought to be a treat. Kill the music for Roadkill.
not gonna wait, keep winning. Listen, man, I just want to say to the three of you guys, the two of you guys, why I'm talking. Any of you who know your wrestling history, I don't talk that much. So, I just want to share my gratitude and respect for all four of you guys. And thank you for the run we had in ECW. The matches we had here where you cut our hair, cut my beard.
ECW chant breaking out here in the capacity crowd.
We're going to have to show yourselves later to HoH real soon. ECW is the past, but HoH is the future. So, to the bottom of my heart, I know it's a black one sometimes, but I want to thank you guys, and thank you for the match tonight.
Real simple, real quick. If you do know Roadkill, you know he does talk way too much, that's first of all. Second of all, you can say ECW, you can say HoH, but in my opinion, three letters that matter most, if there wasn't an FBI, there wouldn't be a door in the Roadkill.
What an ultimate song. What a match, the final battle between these two. And it's not just, excuse me, I had a good drink of water. It's not just in the crowd showing the respect to these gentlemen in the ring. And these guys really put it all out. They did it for the fans. And to see those guys in the ring handshake and have that ultimate show of respect is truly phenomenal.
Very eloquent address from the honest one, I will say. Quite well spoken. Up next, though, probably one of my favorite things of the night, the women's match.
It's a ladies' match, one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your referee, the whole Rappin' Show, Sean Hansen.
Here's someone that I know very well, former FWE Women's Champion, and last night competed against the Beautiful People, teaming with Maria Kanellis on iPay-per-view. But tonight, she goes up against Jazz.
Yeah, Winter, a lot of people don't know she's coming out here in just a moment. A phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, Katarina Lee, phenomenal athlete, one of the best. Of course, leaving TNA last month to pursue other opportunities like the ones being presented here in FWE and HoH.
Yeah.
There's just something about her. I'm in love. And you know what? I have a surprise.
You're in love?
I have said it to her face. I am in love. Katarina Lee is the most beautiful woman in the world.
Katarina, and I misspoke earlier, she's formerly known as Winter. Thank you for backing me up on that. Formerly known.
That's all right. I did it last night, too.
I appreciate it. But nonetheless, back to what I was trying to say before you started getting me all eye-googly. Phenomenal athlete. She may be one of the most underrated women wrestlers, not just in America, but in the world.
So underutilized. Incredible talent.
Jazz is probably tougher than most men.
Jazz still looks in phenomenal shape. Of course, you may have seen her not too long ago compete for Shine. But tonight, Katarina Lee.
Yeah. You know what? She's doing the right thing, Katarina Lee, hopping out of the ring. I don't know what she shot. I wouldn't want to. Wow. I don't even want to be in there.
Her arms put mine to shame.
Your arms?
No, her arms put mine to shame.
Yeah, I got a little pipe cleaners over here. Wow. Quit talking, dude. I gotta get you a bib. Are you drooling?
I'm just.
You all right?
You know, I love the.
This is a family show. That's the second time I've had to tell you that. Calm down. Keep it under control, George. Keep it under control.
I'm just more in awe of the muscles on Jazz. How is Katarina Lee going to be able to overcome it?
Yeah. You know, I don't know, but she literally just looked into the crowd to Jazz and started chanting her own name. And I think out of fear, the thousands of people here just started chanting it with her. I wouldn't want to meet her in a backhand.
I feel like she could, like you said, she could probably take out some of the men.
She could take out half the roster. I feel a little scared here for Katarina.
And we are underway.
We need a timekeeper. I'm going to grab someone out of the crowd. You're not doing a good job.
Tommy will tell you I'm not the best bell ringer.
I would tell Tommy and everybody you're one of the best people I've ever worked with. And we'll touch on that more throughout the rest of the show.
But I'll take the compliment. Jazz, of course, using the strength, easily overpowers Kat.
How would you go about this, Jordan? If you were in there with, let's say, Rhino, who we're going to see later tonight, how would you try to come back? Basically, that's what we're seeing right now.
I would turn tail and run up that ramp faster than anything you have ever seen.
So, in the back, when I see these two young ladies, I'm going to tell Katarina that you told me that she should run away because she couldn't compete this time.
I don't think you need to tell her in the back. She is going to join us for commentary soon.
Oh, is she?
Little surprise.
But I have my bib back. Now I'm drooling.
Great chain wrestling here by Jazz.
Is she sitting here next to me?
We will put her next
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, head scissors by Katarina. Jazz with a knee to the head.
I gotta
broke it momentarily.
I got to refocus. Oh. Wow, look at that, wow. Right into almost a modified, not sharpshooter, but almost a modified cloverleaf here in the center of the ring. Wow, I've never seen it. Jazz been all around the world. Jazz been doing this for years. If anyone can counter any move in women wrestling, it's that lady right there, Jazz.
And you know, another thing you have to think about, Katarina with the trip up here wrestling last night, Jazz is the fresher of the two. Oh, freshness doesn't take into account for smarts, and Kat with a big boot to the gut and rams her head off the top turnbuckle. And another one into the other corner. Really getting vicious with those stomps to the midsection.
I didn't think I'd see this vicious side, but now really abusing almost that 5 count in the corner over there was Kat. Now Jazz turns the table.
Katarina Lee is one of the meanest women you can run into if you're on her bad side.
Oh!
Big chop. Follows it. Oh, Kat able to get out of the way. It looks like a backbreaker.
Oh, what a beautifully executed backbreaker and a cover.
As you know, Kat uses that spinning backbreaker to put away nearly every opponent in FWE, and I'm sure she'll be looking to do the same here tonight on Jazz.
Now, you've mentioned the list of competitors she has faced in FWE. You had a talent like Jazz, and now we see the submission move with really a good torque on the neck, really stretching out Jazz right now in the center of the ring. But Jazz, very unlikely that she is going to tap out to any minute.
Did you see that? She licked her.
Who did?
Kat just licked Jazz.
Really? This is a family show. I can't see it. The pole's in the way. I'm going to have to...
We have all these camera guys and the paparazzi at ringside. The crowd rallying behind Jazz and a big hip toss. Oh, barely gets Kat over.
Nice arm drag, yeah.
Quick cover.
And look at the forearm shiver right into the face across that beautiful cheekbone.
Looks like it may have taken a match or two, but I think we're on the same page here.
I'm in love. Oh, nice double underhook into a bridge almost. Wait a minute.
Oh, she's holding on. It looks like she wants to go for another one.
Wow, look at the strength. Jazz really just showing the strength that she has, and now just showing to the crowd. Big leg drop. Oh, right across the beautiful jaw. Oh. I think I'm in love.
I told you, something about her. Jazz is definitely able to throw moves that most women can't do, though.
Ooh. Look at that jawbreaker, though. And Kat really has shown her own toughness.
I mean, she's crafty. There's nothing to take away from Kat. Huge clothesline. I heard the impact here from the headsets. Shoots her off again.
Yeah, Kat has shown her toughness in a very unique style, and what I've been very impressed with, you can very easily get intimidated by Jazz as Kat goes for the cover. She gets out at 2, does Jazz. You can get very easily intimidated like we were here. Now just a straight knee to the throat, Jazz still kicks out. but Kat has not been intimidated. She's taking the fight right to Jazz. I mean, she's even in a full mount position right now, just throwing right ham bones. And now getting in the referee's face.
Kat doesn't care who you are. She'll beat you up, get in her way. The crowd's trying to do everything they can to rally behind Jazz. So far, no effect.
And Kat really now...
She's choking her.
I mean, referees got to step in at some point, but I've been, again, very impressed with the fact that she, and then I mean Kat, has not backed down to Jazz. She's taken the fight to her. We had her in the corner earlier, really choking her, and you talked about the resume of talent she's gone up against in FWE, none compared to the attributes that Jazz has, as Jazz fighting off Kat, center of the ring, and then a big boot to the face.
As the voice would say if he were here, that's the big kibosh.
The big kibosh?
Yeah, come on, you gotta get into the voice.
I know what a kill boss is. Actually, could go
wait
for
a minute. Katarina Lee going up to the top. This is very unusual for her.
You got to pull out all the stops from taking on someone like Jazz. Oh!
Halfway across the ring, Jazz able to get out of the way at the last second. Katarina grabbing at her nose.
Now both down on the mat. They have the mandatory 10 count to rise back to their feet. And Jazz appears that she will be the first female back to their feet in this women's match here at House of Hardcore.
Katarina with the right hand blocked by Jazz, a forearm of her own, blocked another, and another.
Some with the left now. The old okey doke. Oh! Oh, vicious elbow.
She knocked the sequins off her top.
Oh, spinning kick right to the stomach. Now we get the count from Jazz.
That could be it. Whoa, 2 9/10. Kat barely able to roll her right shoulder off the canvas.
And we've talked about her strength. We've talked about her endurance, her ability to adapt. And Kat, how about the resiliency of the young lady? And Jazz really has shown up, and now Kat showing some strength.
Wait, Jazz is right in the face.
Uh-oh.
Big clothesline dub. Jazz with the strength. Big slip. That's gotta be it.
Jazz with the hook of the leg. 2 and 3. Unbelievable. Jazz picks up the win. Well, what a win for Jazz. She looks in phenomenal shape. Obviously, she just took on a world-class competitor.
I gotta say, though, I'm a little worried that Katarina lost, because now she might not join us in commentary.
The best thing, as we're getting ready for this match, free stuff's always the best thing, but the passion that the fans have equals the passion that these gentlemen have when they come to the ring, and we got the next competitor here at House of Hardcore. Alex Reynolds.
A phenomenal talent. Former NYWC heavyweight champion, of course, competed in FWE against Jay Lethal, coming up short, but got a win over Hawaii Out. He looks to be in incredible shape tonight, and a huge opportunity. Whoa, Tony Nese.
Tony Nese.
That's what's so crazy about the show is most of the matches were kept, private in order to make the surprise that much better.
Yeah, Tony Nese looks to be in phenomenal shape. This ought to be a phenomenal matchup. Tony Nese right there. Take a look at him as he's getting ready to go up against Alex Reynolds. These two guys evenly matched. Look, they're both built almost the same, minus the difference in the haircut. Obviously, you got to give the edge of the facial hair to Tony Nese. He got a nice full beard with the matching handlebar. How about that? The fans coming to their feet. Mikey with special guest referee, Mikey Whipwreck, and that's right, he did train both these competitors, Tony Nese and Anthony Reynolds, in talking to. Now it all makes sense. When you talk to these two guys prior to this match, as Mikey makes his way into the Mid-Hudson Civic Center, you're talking about a guy, Mikey Whipwreck, who trained both competitors. However, Anthony Reynolds, look at his face. I don't know if the camera's on Reynolds' face, but he always felt that he wasn't the favorite student of Mikey Whipwreck. He always thought that Tony Nese was shown the favoritism of the two students.
Alex is kind of a grumpy guy sometimes, but he, like you said, he does feel slighted. Mikey Whipwreck looks to be in great shape too, and the crowd is really loving this special guest referee. HoH pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yours truly, Alex Reynolds, is really, though, just so complete, the best student to come out of Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, but you just saw a handshake between Mikey Whipwreck and Tony Nese. Were you going to get the same here out of Mr. Reynolds? I guess you got to check him either way, right? Can never be too sure.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Mikey over there talking to Tony. You know, how would you feel, though? I can really feel for Alex, being the least favorite of the two. What do you want me to do? I'm an announcer. I don't do the bell. He's doing the bell. He's not paying attention.
That was much better.
Oh.
Mikey Whipwreck had to show us how it was done. I'm glad that it was on your bell ring.
You know what? From now on, you do the ring. Yeah, I'm done with the ring bell. Get it away from me.
It's a lot
I don't even
harder
want to
than
see
it
it. I
looks,
don't
right?
even want to see it. Get the ring bell away from me. Now I feel I just lost my masculinity here at House of Hardcore. Unbelievable. Try to just mute my mic for the rest of the night as these two guys tied up in the corner. But as I was saying before, you know, I embarrassed Mikey Whipwreck in the middle of the ring. I know what it feels like to be the least favorite of the two students. It's like being the middle child when you know or think that you're better than someone that you train with, and to have the, in this case, teacher, be more favorite to someone else when you believe that your talents are much superior than them. This is a big match for Alex Reynolds to really go out there and show what he can do in front of the crowd and in front of his former trainer, Mikey Whipwreck.
I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks. It's like mom and dad who likes you more, you know? You want to feel that you're respected by everyone, especially when he's given everything he can to the business to even make it here tonight to House of Hardcore.
And you see these guys really having kind of a feeling out process right now, much like what we saw in the opening contest, trying to one-up each other in front of their trainer. And I'm sure that's
Nice
only going
counter
to
by
get
Reynolds.
more and more as the match goes on, as a
Reynolds.
who was able to get through. And he goes behind Tony Nese. As in control right now is Reynolds working that arm of Tony Nese. His Nese now with a little bit of a kick up on a roll through. And he goes up, through, and around. And now he pulls down Reynolds by the hair. And again, you're just seeing Mikey Whipwreck let the rules go a little bit lenient.
He kind of cheered him on a little bit there with that hair pull.
Oh, then you just get a knee to the stomach. That's one way to break it. Then we get a side headlock takeover, and controlling in the middle of the ring is the crowd here at House of Hardcore. Obviously very excited to see Mikey Whipwreck, who gets over with the 1, the 2, and now a little bit of a reversal as Reynolds' shoulders were on the mat for a split second here at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. A lot of history has happened here over the years. We talked about it earlier. Macho Man introducing Miss Elizabeth, ECW, Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan, even.
Wait, but look at that handstand right into almost like a pile driver. Sorry to cut you off there.
It's all right.
But I've never seen anything like that. Great offense.
Like I said, these two guys are part of history tonight here at House of Hardcore. They don't want to just. Well, thank you, as are you. And these two guys really trying to show each other up.
You know, I said earlier, London and Kendrick versus the Young Bucks could steal the show. This one very well could do that.
Yeah, this would be the dark horse of it, I suppose. As again, a lot of speed and quickness in the ring and a lot of one-upsmanship.
Roll through. Oh, big leg lariat by Nese on Reynolds, and a scoop and a slam with authority. He's saying he's going up early. This could be bad.
Yeah, Nese going to the top. But look at that. Reynolds gets out of the way quickly and rolls to the outside. Uh-oh! Nese looked like he was going to fly right. Oh, we don't want none over here. Oh, excuse us. Reynolds, and I feel for Reynolds. He is the non-favorite of these two who has been trained by Mikey Whipwreck. I understand where he's coming from. playing a little head game right now, Jordan. A little mind game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can get someone so angry, like I said earlier, they might make a mistake. Take advantage of it, and maybe even lead to a quick pinfall. Familiar chant ringing out here in the Hudson Civic Center. Kind of brings back some nostalgia to here.
You see Mike Whipwreck trying to open the ropes, kind of baiting Reynolds a little bit here in this match. You really want to see where Mikey Whipwreck's loyalties lie. Is he showing a little bit of favoritism in this contest? What do you think, Jordan?
You know, early on I thought he looked like he might have favored Nice a little bit, but it's been pretty even ever since. Reynolds with a great reversal. Meanwhile, hip toss. Nice lands on his feet.
Whoa!
Incredible. Roll through right into, I don't know what the heck, into a pretzel.
Yeah, he's got his leg wrapped. He's really stretching him. However, Reynolds does have that left arm free, and I think that's obviously where he's going to have to free himself. And then he rolls into a pin.
Whipwreck really right in position there, but took an accidental kick to the head from Reynolds.
Yeah, and then Reynolds really with a closed fist was able to send Nice to the mat. And that's one way to get the upper hand on your opponent. Just try to cold cock him in his jaw. You hear Reynolds yelling at Mike Whipwreck, "Get out of my way." No love lost between those two.
I wish I knew the backstory on what happened there. What went wrong? Up until a few months ago, I mean, I thought these guys were on good terms.
Like I mentioned, a nice little mule kick modified, and then a show of athleticism. Oh my!
And a nipple, and a backflip over the leg, and a kick to the gut, make it two, and a kick to the face for Nice.
A trifecta of sorts.
Clothesline over the top rope, Reynolds is done.
He's gonna fly!
Whoa! That was
unbelievable!
Awesome. The crowd really appreciating Tony Nice's efforts here tonight. This is truly amazing.
And now Mikey confused as what we just saw. I don't know how many times Nice went up, under, backflip, front flip, cartwheel, somersault, back roll, crab walk, bear walk, fly through the ropes, and now just taking it to Reynolds on the outside. Those are closed fists too, Jordan. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, two in a row. Mikey doesn't seem to care.
He's been very lenient in this match.
I'm sure he would not want this to end in a disqualification.
Or a count out.
That would be awful. What a great matchup so far. You'd hate to ruin it. Nice with the springboard moonsault. Oh, Reynolds barely able to get the knees up right in the nose of Tony Nice.
Oh, a nice little swing neckbreaker through the ropes, and Nice goes from inside to outside, and now at least for the moment, Alex Reynolds has the upper hand, and right now Alex Reynolds really needs to regroup himself because I'm still dizzy from what I just saw a few moments ago from Tony Nice.
And that was faster than a hiccup. I mean, he was getting beat up 1 second, and the next second he's flying over the top rope.
A 2 count, and Whipwreck in very good position. Now Reynolds again just clubbing to the face of Tony Nice, center of the ring. House of Hardcore, find us online, houseofhardcore.net. Also follow FWE. Jordan, you're from there.
That's right, FWEWrestling.com. 2 great websites, 2 awesome products.
Beautiful
and
neck
a
breaker.
great neck breaker right there by Reynolds.
And that neck breaker with the torque that was put on the neck at the angle in which he hit, you know, that would put out some guys. But not Tony Nice getting out at 2. And now you almost see a modified $1 million dream almost put on, some sort of sleeper submission hold. And Mikey, right, good position right there. Tony Nice telling him no. And notice there, Jordan, Reynolds really leaning all his body weight onto Nice, driving more air out of his body. Really trying to weigh him down, much like you see in boxing. As fatigue could be setting in on both these athletes here at the House of Hardcore. As Reynolds off the rope, he goes underneath Nice. Now a quick go behind as Nice somehow holds onto the ropes. Good presence of mind, but then a beautiful picture-perfect drop kick followed by the prancing nip up. And you hear the disapproval of the crowd.
Yours truly, Alex Reynolds, never really cared what the crowd thought, and I'm sure nothing has changed about that tonight.
And now he's just on top, just grinding those fists into Tony Nice. And now he's telling him to open his hand.
Looks like a little selective favoritism there.
Oh, Mikey getting a little physical here, and you know, between these two, you see all the showboating that Reynolds has done. I don't think Mikey Whipwreck taught him any showboating, and he may teach him a lesson now.
That is way out of line for the referee.
And he knows it. Mikey, you're a ref. Oh, he might get persuaded from the crowd. Mikey is an official, and that little second of clarity there, distraction, as you said, opens up for Tony Nese.
Sure, able to take advantage with a couple shots to the midsection and a huge face crusher to the knee.
Oh, and then a boot to the face, and then a spinning heel kick.
I have to say, Tony Nese has some incredible offense, and the crowd here tonight is really feeling it.
Yeah, he's flying high this far, much like what we're going to see later. He's talking about high flying. How about Paul London, Brian Kendrick, the Young Bucks? As Reynolds try to go underneath, Nese though one step ahead of him, and just a deadlift German suplex with a pin, and Reynolds somehow able to get out, almost kicked Mikey Whipwreck in the head.
That would have been twice.
By the way, if that would have been the 3, you're ringing the bell. Well, nothing to do with that thing.
I'll do my best to stay on the bell. Wow, huge impact kick right across the sternum. Make it 2, 3 in a row. Reynolds somehow getting up to his feet. Catches the kick.
Fourth one he caught, and then he goes underneath, and then he gets a little roll through.
Oh, he's got a handful of, no, he's got the ropes.
Yeah, and a handful of ropes and tights. Mikey Whipwreck caught it though. The confrontation. Wow. Oh, what strength with one arm. Nese, and then he follows up with a big boot to the face.
He's saying that's got to be it. Mikey can count to 100. Oh, great wherewithal by yours truly to put his hand on the rope.
I thought Reynolds would have thought he was in Boston with the way he was just kicked in the face. Presence of mind, good ring presence as well to grab that bottom rope. As if this is awesome.
First of many that I suspect will break out tonight.
Nese though going to the top rope. We've seen his flying ability already. Almost had the 450, able to catch himself.
But he landed very awkwardly on that leg. Oh, beautiful spinning elbow right to the face of Tony Nese. Super kick blocked.
Reynolds.
Oh, that was amazing.
Is that his? No, somehow. I thought that was gonna be it.
I'm fairly certain he calls that the Reynolds wrap.
Yeah.
I've seen him put many opponents away with that move.
That was so close to a 3. You almost couldn't have slid a piece of paper underneath the shoulder blades of Tony Nese.
Take a look at the eyes of Tony Nese. It tells the story right there. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Reynolds with a suplex. Nese somehow able to block.
Yeah, Reynolds with those clubbing blows, trying to get the upper hand. Can Nese block it again?
Up and over by Nese.
A reverse Rana. Oh no, he's on Dream Street again. Nese, that time with the knee to the jaw.
Flying knee across half the ring. What's Nese going for here? Surely if he hits this, it's over.
Mikey giving him the count. As Nese to the top. Oh!
Reynolds kicked Mikey right into the ropes, accidentally costing Tony Nese big time. As my good buddy The Voice would say, he cut the pie up the center with that one.
And Reynolds blatantly pushed Mikey Whipwreck to gain the upper hand. And really Nese right now sitting in no man's land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Nese is on the top rope, Jordan.
The 450. Yes! That was insane! 3.
And then Whipwreck throws out Reynolds.
Taken out the track. Well, we've clearly seen who the favorite student is.
What a match. I'll tell you what. Whether you'll agree with it or you disagree with it, Mikey Whipwreck putting his hands on one of the guys. Mikey Whipwreck, the teacher of both these young athletes, I'm sure he taught Reynolds not to cut any corners, and that's what Reynolds tried to do. The victor, though, is Tony Nese.
Gotta say, though, what if Mikey hadn't gotten involved? Reynolds had complete control. He was setting up for something on the ropes. Could have been a different story here tonight.
Yeah, that is true. You never know. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys compete again one-on-one.
Definitely. That should definitely get a rematch.
What a match.
The beautiful Katarina Lee. Oh, let me get out of the way. Hold on.
Yeah, get out of the way. Excuse me. Wow, hold on here. You got a lint brush.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of our next round.
Welcome.
Hello, thank you. I've come to air my grievances.
I agree with all your grievances, by the way.
It's a travesty to see what happened in this ring just minutes ago.
You had things well in control, and Jazz, I don't even know what you call that move she hit you with.
Trickery.
Trickery, that
Trickery.
Either way, it was cheating, Jordan. Tell her what you said earlier, how you were rooting for Jazz the entire time.
pain on his bicep is bigger than my bicep.
I thought you were going to say something else, Jordan.
This is a family show, miss. This is a family show.
He doesn't know how it works. It's all right. Anyway,
That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm not from around here. You know, I've done everything. I've done ESPN. I've done Major League Baseball, NFL. I've done CBS. I'm signed with them now. They allowed me to come here, and I'm very honored to be now sitting with both of you here at ringside.
Ooh, aren't we super uber qualified?
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations on your accolades.
2 nights in a row I get to share the table with you, Matt.
That doesn't charm me. I have to warn you.
Yeah, you sat with him, or are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you. I'm saying that doesn't charm me. You need to do more than charm.
Oh.
George's already tried and failed.
Well, he was giving me pointers earlier, so I'll just throw out everything he said to me.
There is no failure, just try.
But how about Scott Steiner in the ring? We talked about the physical specimen that, yeah, you better hand him the microphone. He'll rip your head off and punt it into the crowd.
Everybody loves a good start, Scott Steiner promo.
But I never know what he's going to say.
Since I've been to Poughkeepsie.
Holler if you hear him.
So I want to know where's all my freaks at in Poughkeepsie? First off, I'd like to thank the people follow me on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, talking about the tweets.
And those that have been following me on Twitter, know that I've been tweeting a long time. See, I was telling the truth about Hogan and Bischoff. They couldn't handle the truth. They showed their asses, showing that the pussies that they are.
I thought this was a family show. So what happened?
Are you going to go tell Scott? Because I'm not going to tell Scott.
I think me.
Wow. Big XLG.
Former WWE superstar. I think he's going to tell Scott.
Oh, and he's not coming alone. He's got Eddie Kingston with him.
He has a man with a towel. Oh, that's not his man.
Talk about Big XLG, talking about a guy who has traveled the world, Japan, 6'7". He's been in 20 countries, and if anyone's going to stand up to Scott Steiner, I believe it's going to be this guy.
Well, he's going to find that he's bitten off more than he can chew.
6'7". He's not 6'7". He's got to be 7'2". That guy's a monster.
8'4", probably.
11 feet tall. 9,000 pounds.
11 feet, 13 inches.
Oh, dear.
Oh, better get that mic out of there.
Steiner's still got the chainmail on his head, and we are underway.
As Big XLG
Wearing his shades.
is getting thrown around. Yeah, Scott Steiner doesn't care. It's too bright in here right now as he just sends Big XLG over the top rope. Now he takes off the sunglasses, flips him to the ref.
The crowd barking in approval.
Scott Steiner's still in phenomenal shape.
Yes, our young lady friend sitting here has pointed that out a number of times, Jordan. If you quit gawking at her and listen to what she says, women like when you listen to them.
Barking at him.
Oh, he's gawking at Scott? Yeah, you know what? Look at your eyes. You need a bib over there, buddy. You're drooling. Put your tongue back in.
See, now Mr. Big XL not so big anymore, high running outside of the ring.
Oh, he's coming in the hard way.
I missed it.
Scott Steiner, but you know, Eddie Kingston really is going to be the X factor on the outside.
Eddie Kingston's lost his towel, that's the problem.
That is
If he
true.
only had his towel, then he wouldn't look quite so weak.
How would you two act if you were the official and Scott Steiner looked at you dead in the eye and said, "Shut your mouth"?
I would,
Probably run away.
I can't say what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
She would put him in his place.
Oh, look at that. Going now for the cover. Oh, he hasn't gotten his pre-match workout in. Pumps out a few reps. Big LXG, though, he's getting out of there. He needs to regroup. Scott coming out after him, however. And Scott now throwing them ham bones around.
Guys, if things go bad, you're going to have to protect me.
Wait a minute. No. We saw what you did in the ring earlier with Jazz. You're going to have to protect at least me. Jordan, you're on your own.
Well, there's a friendly security guard over there.
Yeah, that security guard, he's getting out of the way of Scott Steiner. He's not going to help us. Scott picks up the chair right to the back.
Things are out of control.
The barricades and the furniture taking him somewhat of a beating.
Oh, we get the one more time chant. That's right to the dome.
I'm coming front. That's my job.
You know, if you're 6'7" and you get hit now possibly with a kendo stick and you go to the ground, you're the size of my little sister, and that's right on the back.
That's why this is the House of Hardcore.
That's going to leave a ball. Oh, nice ball. You're a professional, though. That's right. You're a professional.
I'm just very, very, very
Hey,
smart.
I got precious cargo over here.
Oh my goodness. Help. Thank you.
Oh!
Guys,
That's,
if this goes bad.
did the match end, ref? He just ignored me. It's all right, though.
Well, since
I agree. This is insane.
You know, Eddie's one of the toughest guys I've ever met.
He just knocked the guardrail.
And he knocked over that popcorn. That's 350 here at the Hudson Center.
I'm sure that's a lot more than 350 there.
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. And now finally, we get back in the ring. I thought we had a referee that was going to do something in this match. He let a lot go right there.
well, the referees are very small in comparison.
That is true, and I'm surprised Eddie Kingston, he's one of the toughest guys. He get a nice overhead suplex.
Well, he lost his towel, that's the thing. It's like Samson and his hair. Eddie Kingston now has lost his towel. And now he's
That's his power lies in his towel.
He's powerless, exactly.
As a 2 count for Scott Steiner. Or no, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, I actually wasn't even saying anything. I was just watching this great action.
He was
Steiner in
just
complete
mumbling. He
control.
was just gawking.
Big XLG. Sorry, Kat. I was looking at you. You're beautiful.
It's about time Eddie Kingston got involved. As I took him. Oh, what a big boot!
What a big boot.
Size 16.
That rivaled my big boot almost. That was awesome, if I may say so.
Oh, now you're saying it's awesome when earlier you were saying how bad it was executed?
You can watch the
Watch the tape.
I know for a fact he did not say that.
As I just get a blatant choke here. Referee has to step in. He's had no order this entire match. Now Eddie Kingston on the outside.
right behind the referee's back.
I was saying he's got him.
Or somebody do something.
And this is what we were talking about. This is the advantage. He's the X factor in this match.
I am the X Factor.
Look, he lost his towel.
No, not
The
you.
towel?
Yeah, the towel. It's in his back
Oh,
pocket.
there it is.
And then again, Eddie Kingston just going right to work. With Scott Steiner on his back and Big XLG doing a nice job of really countering the official, pulling him away. And they're going back. I don't like when they go back to the outside. Pat, when you get in front of me, I'm scared. Oh.
You're scared. You would be scared. I don't understand. With technology being what it is now, where you can watch instant replays over and over several times, why the referees weren't in the ring, you can't see anything. It's the final say.
You know, it's a good question. And Steiner into the guardrails, where earlier in the match he was going to work on Big XLG. As now the big fella putting the boots, the Big Papa Pump.
This thing has been all over the place. The referee clearly does not want to count either man out.
Yeah, he's lost control. This is the House of Hardcore, though.
If you don't mind me saying, though, knowing Scott Steiner's formidable strength, stamina, etc., this isn't going to last very long. He's soon to recover.
Scott trying to.
See, can you see he's getting up already?
He's getting
Oh,
it.
no.
And then Eddie Kingston again now, right over with just closed fist to the top of the head. And again, the referee not paying attention, now just stretching the face, pulling it apart. Eddie Kingston, you know him from Shakara.
I can't believe I sat next to him earlier at the meet and didn't have to take my chance then to take him out.
You should have.
I should have. And none of this would be happening.
You know what, though?
Towel or no towel.
I think he sat next to you because he knew no one was going to come up to him. They were all going to come up to
Wait a
him.
minute.
Did you have fun earlier in the meet?
I did.
Jordan, I'm talking over here. Oh!
Scott Steiner is
Oh
right.
yeah, this is not the time to talk.
No, this is not.
Scott's almost in my lap.
Should I help him? Should I tend to him?
I think you better protect yourself.
Oh, I should get him, yes.
Oh!
For the record, I did protect you there.
Thank you, George.
And
You
for the-
did.
And for the record, I was jumping behind her as I am now.
Well, I can't get out of my box. That's the problem here. I'm stuck in my box.
Referee, let's go here. Oh, Jordan.
Oh, it's the dog.
We talk about some backup.
Scott.
Is that Rick Steiner? Oh, we talk about having an X factor. Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers. The face of Michigan, former tag team champions. Eddie Kingston running for his life. Now looking very powerful with that hanky in his back pocket now. He's running for his life.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place.
We should have flipped him up just then.
The sides are equal finally, but Big XLG in the ring has the upper hand on Scott Steiner.
Well, it may seem equal now, let's say it's
The dog-faced gremlin.
nice. Strength is on the Steiner's side, although the numbers may be even.
That's very true, and a nice suplex followed up with not so much of a nice elbow. Scott Steiner, presence mind, roll out of the way. And both men now have to answer the 10 count. Eddie Kingston on the outside, obviously representing Big XLG. Rick Steiner came out just moments ago. He's in the corner of his brother Scott. And now Big XLG on top of Scott Steiner, throwing the right fists. I don't think they're open hands. I think there's closed fists, and the referee letting a lot go so far.
Big splash. Nobody home. It looks like maybe Big XLG should stop leaving his feet. That's twice in a row that he had the upper hand, and the tides will turn.
I told you the tides would turn, didn't I?
We did.
I did. I'm very smart, by the way.
Smart, beautiful, athletic, talented.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Meanwhile, Scott Steiner able to block those big hands and throw some of his own fists right to the top of the forehead. Shoots him off, ducks the line, but he picks it up.
Oh!
Big atomic.
Those aren't going to be big XLGs after that one.
He's cutting mixed LG,
Right in the bar.
big XLG, right down to size.
As now Scott Steiner gets reversed into the turnbuckle. Big boot to the face. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Textbook.
I think that may be it. I think that may be it, guys.
Sneaking that left shoulder up.
I was ready with the hammer.
But don't get trigger happy now, Jordan.
No. We don't want that happening.
There's more yet to see.
Yeah, Mikey Whipwreck already came after me for the hammer. Now you're gonna, I would rather have Whipwreck than one of these two. As XLG off his feet again this time. Oh, it didn't work again. That's an overhead belly-to-belly suplex.
Steiner has all of his moves
impressive.
scouted. He is ready to rock tonight. Still only a 2 count.
And Scott Steiner's put away a lot of guys with a variation of suplexes. Looks at the referee in a little bit of disbelief as Big XLG staying in this, and now he goes up and over.
Fights out.
No.
Big DDT, and of course Scott Steiner with years of neck work.
Puts on the rope, puts on the rope.
Yeah, I noticed that too. The foot was underneath the rope. Referee, however, did not notice it. Going back to your instant replay reference a few moments
Exactly,
ago.
underneath the rope.
Underneath the rope,
That's
yes.
what I meant to say. That's what I
Sweat
looked
coming off
at.
Big XLG.
Look at,
Niagara Falls.
forget about the sweat. Look at Rick Steiner out here. House of Hardcore, pulling out all the stops. Mikey Whipwreck. Now Rick Steiner.
Scott's going to the top rope. He can
Oh!
What did he hit him with?
He breaks it right in the eyes.
Oh, Rick on the prowl. Big elbow from Big XLG, the hook of the leg. And somehow. Eddie Kingston. These guys are trying to run everywhere. And there's big Rick Steiner with a right hand. Oh! The Steiner line. Oh!
That's got to be it.
That's gotta be it.
Wow!
That's it.
Rick Steiner still on the outside, beating down Kingston. He's tapping out.
Hey, he's the dog-faced gremlin. He needs a T-bone in the back. He's trying to rip that arm out of the socket. It's Scott Steiner victorious here at House of Hardcore.
I don't know if you should see the gremlin this late.
That was well done, very well done.
Big XLG, of course, laid out right in front of us. He looks like he's in a world of hurt. Great effort by both men.
Why don't you go check on him?
No, I'm good right
Sure?
here. Cat.
Oh, okay.
But the Steiners are victorious here at House of Hardcore.
Oh, referee trying to get out of there. Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers.
What an awesome moment.
That was
I feel like I'm
amazing.
being transported back to, it's just insane. tonight has been so amazing, minus Jazz beating Katarina, which...
Now what he said earlier.
When I got tricked.
She got tricked.
I got tricked.
Is that the referee that cost you the match? I think it is. Maybe you should...
That is him. He's only very small. I don't know if I should pick on him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time, it is time for the Master Lock Challenge.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Did I say that out loud?
I think she did.
I say it again.
wonder-
Oh, yes.
Who is going to answer this Master Lock Challenge?
I'll do it.
You just want him to hold on to you and, you know.
No, I don't.
Is that
Not
so?
you, Jordan. I'm not talking to you the rest of the night. You see him sitting next to me.
Is that so wrong?
I mean, yes and no. He is in phenomenal shape, though.
Yes, that he is.
His thigh muscle is my waist.
Yes, have you seen his new tattoo? He is the man with the bionic arm.
I mean, he literally looks like he was chiseled out of granite.
And look at the gentleman making. I'm eager to see who is going to be able to answer the Master Lock Challenge. As Chris enters the ring right now, he's in this phenomenal shape. As we mentioned earlier, he does look like he's chiseled out of granite, as Jordan said. Is that what catches the eye of Pat? Men chiseled out of this stone.
Well, it can do.
Jordan, we have a long way to go, buddy. We're out of the running.
Oh, the thing is, you know, every person has something that's special and theirs. If they can make that to their advantage, then they might have a shot at catching my eye or charming me. You don't have to be chiseled out of granite and charming, should we say.
Do we have
You do have to have more than 1 or 2 brain cells.
Oh.
This is a Master Lock Challenge.
Christo looking for someone to accept a
Now,
Master Lock
I
Challenge.
just want to get one thing straight. There is nobody that's suitable in Poughkeepsie, New York to take on Chris Bornetsky. Let's face it, Poughkeepsie, New York is a smart state, but you make it utterly stupid. You bring it down. You're like the South. You're like the Southern ignorant version of New York. So, with that, I digress. Who wants to take the Master Lock Challenge?
Pat, again, you can't volunteer yourself. Take a look at the crowd. I'm trying to see if there's a...
Huh? Come on, really? Work on your body, get a tan, and we'll talk. Maybe. Hey, y'all want me to go to jail? That's not my suggestion.
George, turn around and just see the sea of people volunteering just to get in there.
How you doing, bro? Hey, I'm on homie right here in the block. Smart brother. Yeah, this brother right here. Come on in, homie.
We got a taker.
Oh my goodness.
I like this. Hey, Chris asked this guy to come in the ring, Jordan. So security can let him in, right?
If he's asked and invited into the ring, then he's allowed.
Jordan, you need a suit jacket.
Taking a page out of Katarina's book.
The very vocal fans here at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center
How
tonight.
you feeling? You feel ready for this? Yeah, I bet you were. You could. Already in the hood, weren't you? All right.
Very cocky. What if this guy breaks the match up?
No, no, Grace. He's from the common people.
Anything can happen.
He's a commoner. He's come out of the plebeian crowd.
I mean, sometimes $500 will motivate you to do things you didn't even know were possible.
Oh, family show, buddy.
You're the one who's done it. Borodesky really sizing him up.
He's a pleb. He's never going to win this challenge. It's impossible.
Give the guy a chance.
He's got it
Nobody's
locked
ever
in.
won this challenge.
Here we go.
Nobody's ever
Get the chair out of the way, ref.
This is dangerous.
Oh.
Look how dangerous this man is.
The ref's got to end it right now. It's over. Ref, get in there. I'm more worried about, and finally a referee calls for the bell. I'm more worried about the young man who just getting manhandled.
I'm worried about the young man who just got humiliated in front of all.
Jordan.
Wait a minute. Hale Collins coming down from the
Dale Collins. Why are you weak?
The hometown boy is here. Hail now.
Boy, is that what it is?
Hail now to Hale Collins. Is he going to ask for a Master Lock challenge?
Hale will soon find himself in hell.
He looks like he's got a much
I see what you did
chance.
there. I see what you did there.
I'm so good with the workmates today. What you think?
Always a pleasure sharing the table with you, Kat. Anytime, any place.
Jordan, I think we need to turn you up a little bit.
I don't think it's going to work.
I think we are going to have another Master Lock challenge accepted.
The misfortune
Wow.
of this young man,
Yeah.
Hale Collins.
Asking who is this guy? He is a
You want to take the last one?
No respect for him. Borodesky. The crowd certainly loves him.
Hale Collins asking if they want it. You see a lot of Hail Now t-shirts as I take a look around this jam-packed venue.
Are we a second Master Lock challenge?
Yes.
Apparently, I mean, he's sitting on chair.
Mr. Modeski, he's breaking the program sweat.
I feel like he could just Master Lock 6 people.
I think he could. I think he could pass 6 people at the same time.
That would be a sight to see.
I know they Chris telling him to get in the seat before this turns ugly.
Soon will.
Maybe for Chris. You need the bib now because you're drooling over him. He's drooling over you. You're drooling over him.
Oh, Borodesky with a slap right to the back.
He's just having a little fun.
Yeah, he's just toying with him. He might want to reconsider that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. But you never know.
We're going to get this challenge underway.
There he goes. There he goes.
Officially has to lock both his hands in the full Nelson position for it to be an official challenge. All right. He's locked. There we go.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Just throwing him around. I hate to say it, Jordan. Pat may be right. And it looks just like the first guy we saw pull out of the crowd.
Wait a minute. He's got a lot of fight left in him. He's trying.
Come on, Hale. You're in your hometown, Hale.
He's ripping at the fingers of Borodesky.
He's trying. Just look at the strength, though, that Borodesky possesses. And now Hale's down to one knee. Now he's sitting. It's almost over and over. The bell should get ready here to ring. And referee, though, he's staying there. Hale's still fighting.
He says no, referee says.
That's one. Dropped once. He's got to drop 3 times. And that's twice.
I think
it's
this
over.
is it. This is it, boys. This is it.
Come on, Hale. Oh, come on, Hale.
For goodness sakes.
Somehow a rush of adrenaline from this crowd for the hometown hero.
They be quiet already. They're breaking Chris's concentration.
Come on, Hale. Oh, the fingers are spreading. Oh!
He broke the basket.
Good. Well, that's what he deserves.
Is this an official match?
No idea what's going on. Borodesky looked like he let go of the Master Lock just to throw some shots in the back of the head. Hale Collins fighting back with everything he can.
This is, I've just gotten word, this is an official match here at House of Hardcore.
Wow. A great impromptu matchup.
Oh!
impressive.
Showboat to the crowd as he's taking it to the hometown hero, who, by the way, did break the match line, at least in my definition.
Well, momentarily, perhaps.
A big boot to the face.
It was mainly the crowd's fault. They were making too much noise.
Oh, so he couldn't concentrate?
Exactly.
Oh, come on.
Concentration is very important in professional wrestling. 2 big kicks to the leg, not of that huge quadricep muscle. Oh, Moradeski able to
Oh, that's like what I did earlier. Did
with
you
a
see?
Katarina-esque backbreaker.
Yes.
Put your bib back on.
Great minds think alike.
Quick count of 2, and Collins able to kick out.
2 out of 3 of the greatest minds sitting here tonight. Myself and Katarina Lee.
Funny. It's funny, Jordan.
She laughed, that's what matters.
I love it, anything.
Don't ring the bell. This is an official match. They already know.
I will not be peer pressured into ringing
They
the bell.
already rang the bell.
I made that mistake once with Petey Williams, and I will not make it again.
What a standing vertical suplex. Chris Masters just showing the sheer core strength, a.k.a. formerly known as Chris Masters, as Chris Moradeski with a standing vertical suplex.
Easily holding him up, friend.
Oh, easy. What do you think he benches? 450, 500, 750, 1,000 cats?
1,000 cats?
How do you hold the ball?
I don't know.
You know how.
Moradeski following up. What's he gonna do with him? It looks like anything he wants. Off the ropes and a huge shot to the kidneys.
Yeah,
You can see the look of pain on Hale's face.
You know, it doesn't matter how big you are, a shot to the kidney never feels good. Kat, I ask you, I'm sure you've been hitting the kidneys many a times.
Oh, yes. But I don't feel pain.
Usually
you
she's
don't.
the one hitting the kidneys.
Oh, yes. I'm usually the one doing the dishing out.
That is very true. We saw that earlier.
Well, I was took at the end.
You were.
It's probably a snidey comment, although actually...
No. You were duped and bamboozled.
I was.
It's true.
Excellent words to use.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm liking you more and more.
Oh, thank you very much.
Almost charmed, but not quite.
Okay.
Moradeski, one kick to the
Taking
face,
notes.
cuts off all the momentum that Hale had built up. Another backbreaker.
Yes.
And if you think about it, now with the submission maneuver applied here, guys, that kidney shot playing more into effect now because now he's stretching the body out, that knee right into the small of the back.
Sure, that does a lot more than that too. The way he's torquing on it actually makes it incredibly difficult to breathe.
And Masters, you've seen his strength. How about just having Masters just pull apart so far, guys? And now he's getting a couple knees to the face, so Hale Collins again getting some juice from this crowd.
Momentarily bamboozled also.
You like that word, huh? You can use it.
Thank you. You can adopt it into my vocabulary.
Your repertoire? Hale Collins, yes.
Right to the ribcage and a big right hand. And another jumping kick, really going right after the floater ribs, which is very easy to break.
Oh. I don't care how big your pec muscles are. A kick to the face isn't going to help him. And now Chris almost down. Itsuguri to the back of the head.
And Moradeski is off his feet. Hale needs to follow up a lot faster than that. Only a 2 count. Moradeski easily kicks out.
And Collins in front of his hometown crowd, firmly behind the young man with the "Let's Go Hale" chant picking up.
Moradeski ducked the head too early. Oh, and a beautiful jumping, spinning leg drop to the back of the head. That could be it. What a huge, oh!
I almost had a heart attack just then.
Why?
I did actually for just a
I know
minuscule
CPR,
tiny
just
little
in
bit of
case.
a second. I thought that maybe.
Yeah, CPR, that's what you're, And now Christian Schoen is just, obviously he has the strength advantage, just bullying Hale back into that corner, now talking to the official. You got to think that he had his bell rung just a second ago. As Moradeski in the corner.
Yeah, and you also got to give, oh, look at the welts on his chest. But what I was saying is you got to give Moradeski the advantage in experience, too.
Oh, absolutely.
No, oh. So he's going to be able to use little nuances that Hale may or may not know
My chest
to his
hurts now.
advantage.
Moradeski taking Collins to the top rope, gives him a forearm for good measure. And now he's talking to the crowd. This is something you can't do with Hale Collins.
Clap, 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 clap.
You are the only one cheering here tonight, Kat.
That's okay. I'm unique. I swim against the stream.
Hale
Like
Collins
salmon.
trying to do just that. Big shots to the floater ribs once again. Did he just bite the chest?
I don't know, but Hale Collins looking in the crowd. This kid may have gotten his 3rd or 4th win in this match / Master Lock Challenge.
This is your moment, kid. If there's any chance, you got to take it now.
Wait a minute.
Oh, who the heck is that?
Wait a minute. Oh, a spine buster. Beautiful.
It is beautiful. Oh, that was good. That was formidable.
Wait a minute, but the bigger question is, who the heck is the masked man?
Clap, clap, clap. Who cares?
Wow, that spine buster was masterful. But who is this guy in the mask? Jordan, you're on top of this. I'm not from around here. What's going on? No, the crowd's number 1. Oh, you're showing that he won? Yeah,
I don't know who he was, but whatever he did, whoever he was, totally cost the match for Hale Collins. That could have been the biggest win of this young kid's career, and that guy in the mask ruined it, and now Mordeski standing tall in the center of the ring.
I won't lie, I'm a little bit intrigued, and I'm going to have to do a very small standing ovation.
I'll tell you what, he is oozing cockiness and confidence as he picks up a win here at House of Hardcore.
Wow, what a great show tonight.
I think he wants to come say hello.
I'm surprised he didn't go run over there and jump into his arms.
I can't get out of my box.
We're keeping you here for your own safety, I swear. Unbelievable night of action. Great matches. FWE presents House of Hardcore. The first of possibly many, many shows. You never know what we have in store for the future. Check out houseofhardcore.net, FWWrestling.com for the latest. And a thank you, Hale. Can't break that.
Yeah, you got to really give credit where credit is due. Hometown kid comes out in front of a jam-packed crowd, and it just comes up a little bit short. But let's not forget the fact of the masked man coming out and really screwing him over in that match.
Here's one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Your referee, Kevin Keenan.
Oh, all the way from Detroit, Michigan.
How excited everybody is.
Yeah, I think they like this guy.
Yeah.
Why are you not getting up for him?
Why would you stop my judgment?
The man beat the former 2-time world champion. So that means you already know who Rhino's facing. You saw the videos at houseofhardcore.net. Sami Callihan, and in this match, from my point, there's not going to be a winner. There's only going to be a survivor.
The winner is the pick.
Yeah.
Like you eloquent.
She was looking at me. I will say this though, your facial hair is impeccable. I haven't shaved since '91. Granted, I was 6. Here comes Sami Callihan. You talk about a guy who just loves to fight. He's not afraid to destroy himself, to destroy his opponent.
No, this one is going to be hard hitting. Sami Callihan, deceptively strong and agile for his size. I mean, he looks half the size of Rhino, but I guarantee he's not scared of him.
No, he's not. These two guys had a war of words between each other. Sami Callihan said, and I quote, "You can gore me, I'll get back up, spit in your face, put you off, and knock you down." This is just going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight.
That may turn out to be true.
And that also may be easier said than done against a man.
But he is an interesting character, this man, Sami Callihan.
The House of Hardcore coming to their feet.
I cannot wait for the bell to ring on this one and then get this one underway. I guarantee these two are going. Oh! Callihan with a cheap shot and a T-bone suplex.
That could be it.
Not even a 1 count on the man, I guess.
Sometimes you get hit so hard, you get knocked loopy.
Big clothesline. Callahan, but each one.
Was that a tooth that just flew?
Oh, and ironically, remember when you said earlier Sean Daivari lost a tooth? He did lose a tooth.
Did he?
Yes. Oh,
Tonight?
unbelievable. Tonight, yeah.
That's a virus
I think it's
tonight?
probably still laying in the ring. The hero lost the team. It's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, Sami Callihan doing his best to do what he can to the man beast. Whoa! Rhino throws him like he's nothing. Callihan with a boot to the face climbs to the top.
Oh! Sami Callihan to the outside with some authority.
Almost killed our cameraman. Came within an inch of his life.
Cameraman, get out of the way. I'm getting out of the way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, into the guardrail. Rhino just asking him a simple question of who's the man.
Looks like he's trying to grab the belt.
I almost just died there myself.
Now Rhino into the guardrail and then a big vicious shot. These two guys are oozing what House of Hardcore is all about. Oh! You can hear that all the way in Brooklyn, where we were last night for FWE.
What's Callahan going for here?
Callahan setting him up, measuring him right now. And Rhino answers back.
Shot City. Look at the redness on Rhino's chest.
These two guys just going at it. There's going to be no love lost in this one. I don't think you're going to see drop toe hold, side headlock, submission moves. You're going to see right fists and boots to the face. As these two guys just going at it, is now Rhino into the side of the ring.
Right up against that solid steel corner post. What's Callihan going to do? He's taking the straps down.
The crowd looks like they're a little bit behind Rhino in this match. Oh! He could have broken his hand.
He left a handprint on the ring post.
That could be painful.
He could have broken not only his hand, maybe some of his phalanges. For you people that don't know what a phalange is, it's actually the medical term for your fingers.
Well, meanwhile, while you're talking about fingers, Rhino's putting a chair through his stomach.
I don't know the medical term for that. I apologize. Well, no, I mean like what you call the chair going. What part of the stomach? Maybe he hit his medulla oblongata. Oh!
Rhino, like a belly-to-back suplex, just chucks him onto the ring apron.
Referee.
Kevin Keenan right in position. Only a 2.
I wonder if Kevin Keenan's just a little nervous right now.
I would be too. You saw that?
I'm
Beast
nervous.
like
I do not
men.
want to be.
A lot of girth in that ring right now.
I'm a little nervous, and I'm never nervous.
Right into the sternum.
Eats the buckle, sternum first. Now he's struggling for air. Rhino looks like a kid in a candy shop. Nothing makes him happier than to dish out money.
He's licking his chops like he's in a steakhouse. As he's going right to work here. Sami Callihan, I've never seen, again, sternum for, I've never seen Sami Callihan brutalized like he is getting brutalized here so far in this match. And I know it's early and anything can happen.
I think maybe he didn't expect himself to be quite so brutalized by this.
And obviously,
He came in with gusto into this match, but now he's
he sure is, and he's just throwing fists in the face. And now look at Rhino just picks him up and throw. How strong, Jordan, is the man beast who hooks the leg?
Kind of not only hooked the leg, I mean, he put all his weight on top of it.
I even had a modified grapevine on the back leg. Really had the body hooked. Sami Callihan showing his upper body straight. Rhino now he's turning first and a kick to the back of the head.
I think that's where you're gonna get someone like Rhino in the head. It's perhaps the only way where you can, like, you know, maybe do some damage.
Now Sami Callihan mocking Rhino right now, and then a big boot to the face.
And now he's just sitting on his face, too.
And Sami Callihan looking up into the lights. A win here for Sami Callihan really would etch himself in history.
Go on and let me hear and say that Sami Callihan is perhaps just a little bit crazy.
Little crazy? He looks a lot crazy. Anyone who signs a contract to meet Rhino one-on-one has to be a little bit on the
A contract
outside.
and a waiver.
Signed a waiver?
The waiver is very important.
Absolutely.
Is he gonna? Now he's already done it twice, and he goes back 3 times. And finally, Rhino falls down. That's got to be it. Sami Callihan. When he gets the juke out. Now Sami Callihan showing some frustration. And for those that know Rhino, he's been around a long time. ECW, WWE, TNA, 2-time world champion. He needs to get frustrated. And he might be starting to play a little mind games here with Sami Callihan if he can get into the head of the youngster.
Uh-oh, Rhino able to hold on, and a big elbow. I think another tooth might have just fallen out.
Oh, and then outside, right onto the ramp.
That solid steel structure. And the chair not far away.
Threw him over there. Just landed right on his back.
The fans are saying gore. If he gores him on the ramp, not only is this match going to be over, his career could be.
If I'm the referee, I'm moving a little bit to the right.
Watch out, Kevin.
Oh!
Yeah, I think at this point, if Rhino gores him on the ramp, in the middle of the ring, or anywhere, Sami Callihan is not going to stand up, split in his face.
Is Rhino leaving? What's he doing?
No, he's not leaving. Rhino never would leave a fight. He's setting up for the gore.
The what?
Oh! He went for the gore off the chair. Callihan had the wherewithal to get the boot up and just stopped Rhino dead in his tracks.
But Sami Callihan has had a lot taken out of him. He's gone on the floor, he's met the chair, he's met Rhino's fist and boot. He can't capitalize.
Sami Callihan has had a lot taken out of him, but he also has a maniacal grin on his face.
Yeah, he looks excited.
Just
Oh! Front flip into the ring. Somehow, Rhino able to get that right shoulder up, and the face of Sami Callihan as he smacks the mat, he is just gaining frustration right now. Frustration starting to build.
He wants to finish this. He wants to finish this for heels.
Oh, that was a nasty one. And these two guys just trading fists back and forth. I've never seen anything like this.
Callihan hits the rope and a boot to the mush. Rhino on rubber legs. Callihan with a big forearm right to the jaw. Off the ropes again. Rhino able to, oh! Spine buster out of nowhere.
That's a spine buster and a half.
Two. Now a little excited there. It's a good thing I was ringing the bell because I might have just jumped the gun. Sami Callihan.
That's a Jordan Twitch.
I was ready.
Sami Callihan able to kick out, and now Rhino looking into the crowd.
Going for the pile driver.
Oh, what? Pile driver? What?
You've never heard of pile driver?
I mean, I've heard of the pile driver. Look at Jordan, look at the smile on his face. You talk about the sadistic look of the demeanor of Sami Callihan moments ago. How about the look of Rhino right now? Sami Callihan can't even get to his feet.
He's doing it.
Looks like Callahan's eating the
Wait a minute, what is the crowd? Oh, a deadlift, belly to back suplex. Rhino right on his head, Sami Callihan crawling.
I saw his life flash.
Pulled his body up on a Rhino, and Rhino again able to kick out at 2.5.
Callahan with that devastating belly to back, all 300 pounds of Rhino coming down on his own neck, plus the average leverage of Sami Callihan.
And Sami now, Sami up in the air. Oh! Big move, center of the ring, hook of the leg.
And that's not something you see out of Rhino every day, pulling out some new tricks for House of Hardcore.
Now we're talking about House of Hardcore, pulling out all the stops. Mikey Whipwreck, the first Triple Crown winner in ECW history. He was a special guest referee. Rick Steiner comes out of the crowd. Rhino pulling out moves I've never seen before.
You know what? I'm
Wait a
telling
minute.
you, if
Is he really gonna go up?
he's gonna go up.
You ever see a Rhino fly? No, and that's why they don't.
You know what? Even if Rhino does beat him with one of these formidable moves that we wouldn't necessarily do as much as tonight, the crowd is not going to go home until they see the gore.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that is true. That is very
Or they
true.
will go home very disappointed.
Kat, you know, you talk about.
There might be a riot. If he doesn't get to gore Sami Callihan, there may be a riot here tonight.
Oh, that's a modified splash.
That was nice, weak offense by Callahan.
Another two. Kat, you've seen these guys pull a lot of stops this far. You yourself, a competitor, do you have to go to that special place, that certain place, and do things that you normally don't do to get a victory?
Well, if you have to, then you have to. You hope that it's not always the case.
Look at the face right now of Sami Callihan.
Without a possibility, Sami Callihan may still yet come out the victor in this match.
Uh-oh, belly to belly. He just chucked him halfway across the ring. I think the odds of Callahan coming out the victor have greatly decreased after that one. Rhino set what the fans they want to see.
I think we're about to at least see an attempt gore attempt.
Callahan's got to move, otherwise this match is over.
Oh, he caught him. Guillotine.
What a great counter.
Is Rhino gonna tap? The Man Beast, the former two-time world champion.
I mean, but Rhino technically hasn't pinned, right? I mean, referee Keenan should be counting.
I don't want to look over there because all I see is the referee's butt. Are his shoulders down? Why is the referee overlooking that?
It could be the other shoulder's not down. I can't quite see it from my vantage point. Kevin Keenan would definitely have a better view. The arm drops once, the arm drops twice.
One more. Did he just put to sleep Rhino?
No!
Rhino starting to get into it, trying to feed off the energy of this crowd. I have never seen a move countered like, look at the strength of Rhino. Sami Callihan well over 200 pounds, just getting lifted up like a sack of potatoes. Is Rhino with him on his shoulder.
He's gonna run him across that ring. No! Oh!
Upside down, inside out goes Sami Callihan.
Did you see the way his neck landed on the mat? I think it's time for the gore. The whole place is gonna go crazy if he hits this, and it will surely be the end of Sami Callihan.
Oh, I heard a crack rib. Oh!
What? I was ready to ring the bell. I literally almost rang the bell.
Oh my goodness.
Has anyone ever kicked out of that before?
That was incredible. He's twitching on the
I think he's not twitching, I think he's convulsing. I don't think Sami Callihan even knows where he is.
What I think happened,
that is
I think when he took that bump in the corner, he accidentally broke his neck, died, and now he's actually undead. Zombified, which is the only way that he could have possibly still be getting up onto his feet.
Is there really going to be a
After
second?
that.
Rhino setting up in the corner. Sami Callihan somehow back to his feet. And he sidestepped him.
Oh, a roll-up, this could be it.
This could be it, it could be it.
No, wait a minute. Callihan trying to hook into submission. The stretch muffler.
He's got it locked in. Rhino looks like he mud clamped.
Rhino, in a matter of moments, has been in two
Is he going to tap?
very unique submission maneuvers.
Just give up now. He's
Inches away. And now he pulls through. Oh, that's a size 12 to the face.
even at this point with an undead man. I think it's probably safer for him to just give up.
The zombified Sami Callihan. Into the corner, Rhino.
Oh, a kick.
Uh-oh.
The pile driver.
Oh!
That's gotta be it. Nobody can kick out of that.
But Sami Callihan somehow.
To be a zombie, there is no other
human.
explanation. I think we have to now agree on that.
There's no way. He
I
is not. I mean, I was ready to ring the bell twice. How has Rhino not been able to put Callahan away here? Oh, wait a minute. Is he
Sami.
going for a pile driver off the rope?
I've never seen anything like this.
If he hits this, he'll kill him.
Rhino just pulling the lifeless, zombified body of what was apparently Sami Callihan.
He will absolutely kill him if he hits this.
No way. No. No way. Oh!
That
I'm done.
insane.
I'm going home.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I'm really speechless.
Rhino, I told you there was not going to be a winner. There would only be a survivor. And look at Sami Callihan. It looks like he was just in a car collision.
His neck may be broken. That pile driver was sick.
Unbelievable. I'm out of energy. And we still have Paul London, Brian Kendrick, and the Young Bucks coming up. Not to mention the man himself, Tommy Dreamer. Size of a pipe cleaner.
I like chocolate.
You like chocolate? Speaking of a guy who might like food, the big fella, Big Daddy V.
That's like that.
That's Little Daddy.
That's Little Daddy V.
Mr. Announcer Man, I got this one.
No, you're not, but you got some good TV hair.
In terms of the Kissy New York, please allow myself to introduce
Myself? That's just bad English. That's just bad English.
And I am the agent to the stars. And tonight, I represent a client who is 450 pounds. He is from Harlem, New York. He is Big Daddy Big.
Yeah, 450. When did they weigh him? I feel bad for who this red-bearded gentleman is in the ring.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him.
I mean, he looks like they just found him off the street. Look at his knee pads. I think he's wearing Timberland boots. Oh, man.
And on a mission. And our mission is to destroy the House of Hardcore. And we're going to destroy it brick by brick. And we're starting with you.
Yeah, if I was that guy, I would just say ring the bell, run away, and go home. Big Daddy B, I don't think has had his evening snack yet. He looks hungry.
Sorry to interrupt before we get into this next match, which may be over before I can even say it. The doctors in the back are working on Sami Callihan as we speak. Hopefully I'll have an update before the end of the show.
That's a big. Is this guy going to be talking over us?
A punch to the back of the head.
We may just have to let him talk.
Oh, what a side slam. That's a lot of weight.
I think that's it.
Thanks for coming.
Is that the quickest match in House of Hardcore wrestling history?
Well, it has to be. First show.
That's a good point. Touche. Well played, Mauer.
Wait, he's calling out someone else?
He wants more. I'm looking for.
Oh, you don't say.
And yet you know what it means.
I learned it last night.
Who's this guy? Where are they finding these guys? Is there a gym next door that they're pulling these guys from? Well, obviously that guy didn't come from the gym. So the guy coming to the ring might have. He might have came from the deli down the street.
May have attended this one later if things go bad.
Ring the bell. Again? This guy looks to be in better physical shape, though. What do you think?
Already lasted longer than the other guy.
I think I have to roll out another bed in my Army of Boys hospital.
Yeah, you know what? He's had more offense. 3 times the offense because he successfully had 3 moves. Now 4 moves. Oh, no. When you get in that death grip, it's like the jaws of life clenching your throat. Oh!
That's it. That was it.
Like a fish out of water.
I'll make him some chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup. You make homemade chicken noodle soup?
I don't know. I ordered it.
Wait a minute, what's this guy saying? Are we going to get a better opponent? This is insane. Is Big Daddy B just going to run through the gauntlet?
We want somebody who's hardcore. We want more.
Who else? Who even wants to come out and accept this challenge? Speak for yourself. Look at this. Oh. Yeah. Look at Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley, though, I don't think even as close to the amount of weight that these 2 gentlemen were, and Big Daddy B just ran through him.
He's like, we'll get in with a purpose.
But Spike Dudley brought a big ass.
Whoa! Oh! How about that? Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh! What do you mean no? Look at the spike! Hey! That's one way to come in. What is going on? Whoa! Hey, the big mouth back in the ring. Hey, your tie's inside out. Oh, he's a tough guy. Look at this. Oh, beat up your coat. Oh, what did your coat do to you, tough guy? he ripped the hair out! No, don't put it on. No!
Another acid drop.
Yeah!
He knocked the hair off.
There he goes. That didn't go well for him.
Mike Dudley left standing tall.
Wow, what a surprise. Again, House of Hardcore pulling out all the stops.
You never know who he's going to go.
But now, very, very happy.
And it's my great pleasure to introduce our guest ring announcer for this tag team match. I think you know him.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
What a way to come back to the House of Hardcore with Hall of Famer Adam Copeland.
Are you doing the standing
Yes,
ovation?
absolutely.
I'll stand with you.
Absolutely.
I'll stand with you.
Unbelievable.
Well, he's so handsome man.
Jordan, can you believe it? Adam Copeland in a House of Hardcore ring.
What an amazing moment for everyone here in attendance tonight, including myself as a huge fan of Adam for years.
The last time I did a show like this was 1996. And there's a reason that I'm here tonight. It took a lot to get me to come to a grassroots show. And there's a reason, and his name is Tommy Dreamer.
Well-deserved round of applause for the legend, Tommy.
Indeed.
Tommy Dreamer is one of the best friends in this industry. I love him. And he busted his ass. Every time I called him, he was going to bed at 3 in the morning. He was waking up at 5 in the morning to put this show on for you guys. But here's where you guys give yourselves a hand because you showed up. That's the most important thing. You guys showed up. You guys are cheering. You guys are having fun. And that's what this is all about. That's what wrestling is all about. So, it's kind of exciting for me because I haven't been involved in something like this for a while. And I get to see you young guys. I get to see Sammy Callahan get destroyed by a pile driver off the second rope from Rhino, which made me think back to something else historical that took place in this building, and that's Paul Orndorff pile driving Hulk Hogan right here. Andre the Giant getting his hair cut off by Big John Studd right here. I mean, seriously, think about that. All of that happened in this building, and we get to come here as fans. How cool is that? Now, as a grizzled old guy who has a fat stack of dimes, I know that I have limitations, but I watch some of these guys and they amaze me, and I'm ready to be amazed by the match that is going to happen next. These two teams remind me of a couple of teams maybe 10, 15 years ago when I went to the Hardy Boys. And a couple of guys, you might have heard of them. It sounds like you've heard of them, Edge and Christian. You guys get two teams in their prime. You get London and Kendrick. And you get the Young Bucks. And I'm telling you, they're gonna do things that I could never do. So please, enjoy this match. Enjoy this night. Get off your butts. Make some noise. I said make some noise. I still can't hear you. I said make some noise.
Nearly 2,000 strong here
defy gravity, and I hope that Tommy and the rest of everyone here really contacted LaGuardia, contacted JFK. There's going to be a lot of high flying around. They had to actually elevate the ceiling here in the Mid-Hudson Center so that these two tag teams can get in the ring.
Not to mention, there's a lead air guitar.
You know, you talk about Paul London, I really believe in my heart of hearts that he is one of the most underrated athletes in professional wrestling. He flies very under the radar when it comes to guys in this sport.
Yeah, I mean, that may be the case, but it shouldn't be. One of the most phenomenal wrestlers, and uses that unbelievable shooting star press as a finisher.
A lot of high flying in this match. Paul London walking around.
I got a high five. I got my hands slapped. Yes, the North slapped.
Yeah, we got a job to do.
It's okay. We just have a little bit of banter here.
See, this is who I like, the Young Bucks. You guys are high-fiving Paul London. I'm going, you know what? I'm going for the Young Bucks. You know what? I'm not for the Young Bucks anymore. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be fair. I'm a Marty Jannetty guy. Bam, bam. That's funny. Ha, ha, ha. YouTube is so clever all night.
Clever.
There you go.
I even wore my shirt to match their stuff.
I wore my House of Hardcore short. Available at houseofhardcore.net.
Oh, fantastic.
And while we're plugging, follow us on Twitter at FWE Wrestling, at House of Hardcore, at Katarina's Infamy, and at
Trav923.
Trav923. That's interesting.
Oh, we'll explain.
So you're talking
3 digits?
But there was a time.
one operator.
Maybe you came from a distant time zone in another universe.
This man, you know, take a look. Brian Kendrick in the ring. We talked about Kendrick in London. I mentioned how London, I think, flies under the radar. Brian Kendrick, outside of the ring, you saw him come to the ring very chill, very relaxed. I think he calls it chillax. But when he gets in the ring, he's fierce. He's very feisty.
He definitely has a feisty side to him. I've seen that on many an occasion.
Wow, look at the way he's wrenching that arm already on that. Kendrick is a phenomenal mat wrestler who does not get the credit he deserves for that.
He doesn't suffer fools gladly.
Matt reaching for a the leg,
very
able
true.
to do a drop toe hold, float over right into a front face lock. This one is going to be fast and furious, and I'm sure our commentary skills will be put to the test.
Yeah, the ground action you see right now of a slow pace, I don't think will last very long because these four guys will be running, flipping, jumping, and diving all over this venue.
I believe so.
Nice nip up there. Switches to the arm. And Kendrick on his knee.
Well, they are technical masters as well as everything else.
Sure, they can really do it all, and I think tonight maybe they want to show that.
Now, we mentioned earlier you control the head, you control the body, and right now that is what is happening to Brian Kendrick.
Nice big shoulder block from the punch on Kendrick. Nice drop down and a leapfrog right underneath Kendrick's leg. Hip toss, lands on his feet, and it right to the face.
There's that attitude I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, you're about to see the feisty side of Brian Kendrick.
Big forearms.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't so smart.
Yeah.
Nat just grabbing for a headlock, trying to get a hold of anything he can to stop the momentum. Another big tackle, drop down, another leapfrog perhaps. Oh, wheelbarrow roll through right into a pin. Only a 2. This one could have been early. Great Japanese arm guard, or arm drag into like some kind of arm bar. I don't even know what you call that.
Yeah, those sneaky little roll-ups, they can sneak up on you, and all of a sudden it's over before you even knew what happened.
And the way he has this arm lock applied right now for the moment now as he's stepping through really could put a lot of pressure on the joint, could have torn a labrum, could have torn a rotator cuff.
Paul London making the tag. And a big double stomp right to the arm.
Just stepped on that arm.
Yeah, they're really focusing even with that malicious kick right to the right upper part of the forearm near the bicep.
Yeah, the ref should check that arm, make sure it's not broke.
A couple of forearms to the face will turn the tides, and the tag is made. And now the fresh buck is in against Paul London.
Fresh buck.
Now, which buck is that?
That would be Nick. And a beautiful belly-to-belly overhead throw by Paul. Flying right into the corner with the forearm, shoots him off the ropes, and now these men are going to let it all hang out, up and over. Oh! Huge kick to the midsection, and taking time to enjoy it for the crowd.
Oh, what a nice spinning back elbow, but you know, he can't showboat to the crowd very much, and Paul London just showed his athleticism.
That drop salt, the famous drop salt.
That's right. And right back to that arm. Paul tags in Brian. 2 of the best tag teams in the world, ready to show their stuff for HoH tonight. Double hip toss.
About 4 feet to the face.
Oh, and 2 to the gut. Uh-oh, they caught him. Oh! An accidental hurricane rana. And the Buck's face is not where he wanted it to be. The crowd explains it a little less FWE oriented.
Yeah, but you don't gotta explain it any way as Brian Kendrick just met that post over on the far side. And now, which young buck is that? Nick? That's Nick.
Got T-Mac now!
Now, that's just not family oriented either. But right now, and this is what I'm talking about. These guys are so cocky, so arrogant. You're in there with a team that you can't really give a second to look the other way. Paul London, Brian Kendrick, both very, very good on their own. But as a team, they're so much more better. And this pose down right now that Nick, now he's strutting.
Oh, and that's choking him across the ropes too. Nick has the referee distracted. Phenomenal tag team work, even if you don't necessarily agree with it.
Oh, there's that air guitar again.
That's the best part.
Sounds like he's playing Zeppelin.
I lied, it's not the best part. But it is
Yet to
fantastic.
come.
Let's go outside,
Oh
man,
yes,
let's go!
Nick Jackson holding the head while Matt's able to raise the back.
And I like that back neck. I think they just added that to their repertoire.
Ooh! Stomp to the face, stomp to the back.
It's old school turned new. Almost genius.
And now blowing, this is what I'm talking about. Where's the sportsmanship of these two young bucks. Jordan, we've been out here a lot longer than Kat has because she had a match earlier tonight, but we saw handshakes, we saw hugs, we saw thank yous, we saw guys showing sportsmanship, appreciating one another for what they do inside that squared circle. You don't see any of that, and the arrogance that comes off these two young kids.
I mean, they know how good they are, and on a stage like this, House of Hardcore, you want to show that you're the best in the world. A win over London and Kendrick, that puts you right there. Whoa, Kendrick over the top. London with a shoulder block. Oh! Backdrop stick over the top, and it looks like into the ring this time. Matt spins him around, reversal, and a roll-through pin.
No.
There it is, that sneaky pin.
Oh! What a spinning heel kick, quick kick, excuse me, and these four quicker than hiccups.
Grabbing the leg of Paul London, pulls him right to the outside. Paul able to block the punch and get right back on the apron. Oh, the beautiful back. Oh! And a drop kick to the face.
I have never, ever seen tag team wrestling like I'm seeing right now here in House of Hardcore.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Still only a 2. London and Kendrick very resilient in this match.
Oh, that time he tried it again, put the forearm right to the face. A little insult to injury. And now, and then finally the referee steps in because the Young Bucks really have been using the behind-the-back tactics this entire match.
Well, all's fair in love and wrestling, absolutely.
War.
If you can get away with it, do it. That's my motto.
It's not cheating unless you get caught.
Kendrick really reaching for the tag, but Paul London's nearly 20 feet away from him, all the way in the Bucks' corner.
It's only cheating when I'm the GG.
Whoa! Say, oh wow! These guys are so fast. They do moves that I couldn't even fathom.
Ooh, kick to the rib, broke up that pinfall. That'll teach you not to hook the leg. Paul London's reaching for a tag from the camera guy. I don't think that's going to go well for him.
No, I don't even think the camera guy would want to tag in. Now,
I think Paul's had enough here. I think it's time for him to. I think he's ready to leave.
yeah, he's got to desperately try to get over there, make that tag. Brian Kendrick just itching to get into the ring.
I would help him, but I can't get out of my box.
We do that to keep you here on purpose. I don't want you leaving my side, Kat.
Then I will stay. You persuaded me, I will stay.
Meanwhile, Paul London trying to rally behind the crowd. Nick Jackson loosens up on that rear naked. And a couple shots to the gut, break it off completely, and a drop kick just halts any momentum he may have had.
Picture perfect drop kick. Could have placed that any better right on the bottom part of the jaw.
Notice Matt immediately went to the pin. Smart tag team wrestling.
Brian Kendrick, look at his face. He really wants to get in there a nice standing suplex. And going for the cover again, a little bit more cocky this time.
Nick right out in front of us, jaw-jacking with the fans. Brian Kendrick really looks frustrated standing on the apron. Nothing he can do except hope that Paul can somehow make a tag. Kat, you've been in a lot of tag matches. What do you do when your partner can't make the tag?
Well, you just have to, well, sometimes you have to just get in there. And that's what Brian Kendrick's failing to do now, is just to get in there sometimes and take matters into your own hands.
There's a lot of flipping and hippie-out-dude with a backward.
Well, I think the flip gives the extra added momentum on the back end.
It's the new school and the old.
I think it's a little much.
I like it.
If you like it, I like it.
Well, now you're just now, Paul London able to fire up and get off a couple of forearms. Nick flies to the outside. Matt down in the center of the ring. He's going to the wrong corner, though.
This is Paul's best chance to try and make a tag.
Oh! Right out on the concrete in front of us.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart at all. Spit right in Brian Kendrick's face.
Paul's going to make the tag. Oh! Nick Jackson smart enough to pull Kendrick's feet off the apron.
Oh!
Rhino has scored. This could be it.
Paul London showing his resiliency. He has taken a lot of punishment between both these young bucks right now. And what a heads-up move, whether you like him or you hate him. Nick Buck able to get over there and pull down Brian Kendrick right before the tag was made.
That was impressive. The timing on that was impressive. Timing.
I mean, you know, they are brothers, so.
Very cohesive unit.
The Young Bucks not getting much love from the crowd tonight.
Double teaming Paul and them one more time.
Oh, Paul able to throw them into each other, and a tornado DDT off Matt Jackson. This is the moment that Paul's been waiting for. He's got to make a tag, otherwise this match could be over.
Both Bucks down. Brian Kendrick stretching, begging Paul London to make the tag, and he's able to get it.
Kendrick in House of Fire, forearm dropkick, flying forearm, and another flying forearm, and another dropkick. Oh, his gum came out of his mouth.
That's 3 drop kicks and 4 forearms.
He's just knocking him down like.
Kendrick able to sidestep, lands a leg lariat. What a great back and forth match these two are having. I feel like it's just chapter 2 after last night, the phenomenal 6-man, tonight the tag. These guys, unbelievable athletes, all putting their lives on the line for entertaining fans at House of Hardcore.
That could be it. That could be it right there.
That would have been it had Nick not made the save. All 4 men in the ring. Kevin Keenan has lost control of this one.
Things starting to break down as Paul London with forearm after forearm, but gets cut off with that spinning side kick right to the stomach. And now Kendrick, who's being held, just took a big vicious boot to the back of the head. I'll tell you what, these Young Bucks are like the pimple on the face of society. They're really getting under my skin right now.
They are very clever. Well, they're just taking what's there. Sometimes you have to be a little bit forceful about these things.
Oh, not bad for a heads-up move.
Oh! Unbelievable dodge!
What? Oh!
And again, the guardrails can't even take it.
In and out, in and out.
Brian Kendrick, Paul London standing tall here at House of Hardcore.
In and out, up and down. What is going on here?
It sounds a lot more fun when you describe it. Kendrick with a kick to the back of the head, and Matt is on rubber legs. And the This Is Awesome chant breaks out again.
There goes Paul London up to the top rope.
No! Double stomp to the spine. That's got to be it.
Must be. Oh.
Nick able to make that save again. Otherwise, surely it would have been over.
There's that ingenious on the butt.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time somehow. They continue to survive.
Well, they're like almost telepathic with each other, I assume.
Oh! That was amazing. High knee right to the jawline. Super kick blocked. Oh, he made him super kick his own brother. Sweeps the leg. A drop saw moonsault, but Nick got the legs up.
Kendrick over on the but now he goes after Nick. And now a double team almost on the other side as Paul London rolled to the outside. It looked like he really, Jordan, had a one-up on the Young Bucks with a phenomenal maneuver.
Yeah, but when you put those knees up and your ribs crash into the knees, nothing you can do. Nick right out in front of us. Oh! A clothesline. Oh! Combination. Paul eats one of his own. A powerbomb super kick. This is insane.
Oh! A side kick.
This could be it. This could be it.
Oh!
Wow, the Bucks were this close from evening the score at 1 apiece.
The tread on the bottom of their shoes is written all over the faces of Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
Kat, you've got to be impressed with the action we're seeing thus far. Bucks, London, and Kendrick never disappoint.
I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with Brian Kendrick's resilience kicking out of that move just then. Not giving up, albeit his tag team partner is outside suffering.
Uh-oh, what are they going for here? Matt taunting Brian, sets him up, Death Valley style.
Oh, there he goes. There goes Paul London.
Able to save Brian. Oh!
At what cost? I asked you at what cost?
Sacrificed himself to save his partner. Nick saying, set him up, let's end this. Advance to pay window. The 450 more bang for your buck. Missed. Kendrick with the sliced bread. Yes.
He got it.
Oh,
Got
are we
it.
gonna
I
see
see
it?
this. Right up for the...
Wow, the shooting star.
Kendrick with the pin. Yeah.
That was
Kendrick victorious in what could have quite possibly been match of the night thus far.
Take a look at everyone right now standing on their feet in the Civic Center.
There is nobody sitting. Everyone's on their feet. I mean, if you don't appreciate what you just witnessed, change the channel. You're not a wrestling fan.
Athleticism, resilience. You know, a lot of people talk about, with Tommy Dreamer and Rhino, they talk about extreme. Well, extreme isn't just a word, it's not a word, it's not chair shots, it's not tables, it's not Singapore cage, it's passion. And the passion that these four just had inside that squared circle for the standing crowd is unbelievable.
London and Kendrick came up to damn tall, but I'm sure this is not the end of this story. Kat, would we love to see another match between these two?
Encore une fois. That's all I have to say about that. Encore une fois.
If you don't know what it means, Googleplex it.
By a French dictionary.
Wait, London and Kendrick calling the Bucks back into the ring. What's going on here?
What is going on? To show sportsmanship, perhaps?
And that was awesome. As expected, chant breaks out loud in the mid-Hudson.
Twice in one match.
Are we going to see it? Great show of respect between these two athletes. These four men have traveled, they've known each other for a long time. This is what House of Hardcore is all about.
An unbelievable show of respect. We talked about it a little bit earlier, and now an HoH chant. Three-way?
Okay, so this is, it is officially for the FWE Heavyweight Championship. Tommy Dreamer, of course, last night retained the title over Rhino.
Which you can find, by the way, at Back to Brooklyn DVD.com.
and Blu-ray. Like Knox over WWE, so he's a big boy, and he's going to do everything he can to walk out into the FWE Heavyweight Champion. And I have to say, I don't think I would like that.
Now, Mike Knox entering the ring right now. He's about as scary as an individual as you can find walking those halls back there. Did he smile at you, or did he look like he was yelling at us?
Two beards.
Oh.
Us bearded boys like that.
He does have a good beard.
Yeah. Another former FWE superstar.
Did you know that Carlito has since in recent times has reformed himself to be now a body guy?
That's true. And look at those abs. He is in phenomenal shape. Carlito has been working out like it's his job.
Carlito, obviously a very rich family heritage when it comes to wrestling, and not just the United States, but Puerto Rico with his father. And right now we have two guys in the ring that are just unbelievable athletes in itself. And there is Carlito Colon.
How'd you like the Carlito swagger?
He does. I wish I had his hair.
Look at that belt. Look at that shirt. FWE HoH.
Hey, I'm going to take a step aside for this moment. I'm going to stand up with this guy around the block.
Standing ovation from everyone. Unbelievable night. Oh, it's an awesome new year for Tommy Dreamer.
but don't follow up. He lets his actions speak. He works his heart on his sleeve. It's like the back of the house of hardcore shirt says, no politics, no BS, just wrestling.
How appropriate would it be tonight? Tommy Dreamer, an unbelievably successful show, sold out Civic Center, FWE Heavyweight Championship main event. It's on top of the world.
Oh, that's
Fine,
just,
I need some apples.
that's just not appropriate.
Carlito likes the beauty.
Hey guys, thank you, Tommy, breaking out right now.
Not exactly a fan favorite here at HoH.
Not so much.
Carlito having words.
He has a new body mass index.
The body guy.
The body guy, there he goes.
Unbelievable show of respect from the fans to the man himself.
And I'm looking up, and when his name was mentioned, the lights here in the venue actually started to move. This place was shaking.
House of Hardcore chant, of course, reigning throughout the building. There you see a shot of the heavyweight title.
Do we get to hold it?
Normally we do. Apparently they don't trust us with it tonight.
It's probably because I'm here. They don't want me yet.
Not very far with it though.
Sorry, I'm not built like some others.
I have a body, it's just not the body. Mutual show of respect from Tommy Dreamer, Mike Cox, and Carlito. All three men will tear this house down.
Well, you see, this is a precarious situation right here because there's three of you in the ring, but no matter which direction you go, somebody's going to have your back somewhere. So you got to be very careful how you approach this. I know this because I've been in this situation.
You hear what's going on right now, but you can't pick it up. The crowd is yelling right now at Tommy Dreamer.
The crowd is on pins and needles, everybody. Mike Knox is ready to go.
Wait a minute.
I think Carlito's content letting those two go at it. It's a smart move, it's a triple threat.
Oh.
First pinfall wins.
It's a very smart move. He's not only elevated his body, but also his brain, it seems.
Looks like he's getting a calf workout right now with some raises on the outside.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Big back elbow right to the face of Tommy Dreamer to kick off this main event at House of Hardcore. We are live from the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. It is the main event. Dreamer versus Mike Knox versus Carlito for the FWE Heavyweight Championship.
Big Mike knocks the outside. Look who came in the ring there as I blinked.
He tried to sneak up on Tommy, but unfortunately he was a little bit quicker.
Carlito offering the olive branch. Tommy says, I'm not going to.
Showing sportsmanship. That's a nice block. Tommy took advantage of that.
Smart. Oh! Carlito able to get underneath. That is not very body guy. But a beautiful drop kick nonetheless, and a nip-up.
Yeah, Carlito showing his athleticism. You know, you don't think he doesn't want to be FWE champion?
Sure, you know, he came up just short at FWEX at the show that Tommy won the belt. It was Carlito versus Brian Kendrick, Jay Lethal, and of course Tommy Dreamer. Uh-oh, Carlito's taking an apple break. Dreamer with the big hands. Oh!
That was disgusting.
You had to do it. It was right there.
Tommy just beat that.
Oh! Well, he didn't even get a chance to swallow it. He just sprayed it into the first 5 rows of the fans.
I guess
we go home with a souvenir tonight.
I guess Tommy wanted to get on that diet that Carlito's on.
Carlito's picking apples out of his hair. Meanwhile, Dreamer might be picking the turnbuckle out of the back of his neck.
The ring just shifted towards us as coming into that near side corner with the big avalanche was Mike Knox. And now Knox looks like he's sniffing Tommy Dreamer's like, oh!
Ouch, that looked painful.
He's not gonna have dreams tonight, he's gonna have night.
Oh, Carlito over the top. All 3 men down.
Am I going to have to hide under the table again? I think this goes bad. I'm going to have to protect.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Heads up!
Oh, reversal.
Oh!
Carlito right out in front of us. Tommy's looking for something. You never know what's going through his mind.
Yeah, referee something is inside.
Thinking about something, about a little object or another.
Tommy Dreamer with the ring back. No!
Make a wish.
Oh!
Not the spot you want to have a ring belt running you.
I'm feeling it.
Dreamer grabs a soda from a fan right here behind me. Just took his soda. Hey, that's like a $12 soda.
Oh, come on. Price is more reasonable here.
Are they? It's all free.
Oh!
Flying into the ring. Carlito's holding his apples, and Tommy is in control.
Tommy Dreamer really has taken over this match. Carlito's down. Mike Knox is outside of the ring laying down, but yet Tommy Dreamer stands with a chair in the center of the ring.
Well, we best not forget Mike Knox. He's a force to be reckoned with, and he's on his way back up.
Carlito able to block. Oh, drop toe hold right into the chair.
And there goes Tommy, not so much standing anymore.
Carlito quickly dumps that chair aside. He's trying to capitalize. Almost became the new FWE heavyweight champion.
Mike Knox showed a little bit of quickness that time, as the beautiful cat just said moments ago. You got to keep your eyes on Mike Knox. As Mike Knox with a big boot right to the face of Carlito.
That was right up there, like with one of mine.
Yeah, your boot was nice earlier.
Knox in complete control. Dreamer with a crossbody, pulling out all the stops.
But Tommy, you know, he hit it and he couldn't go for the cover because it appeared he obviously injured himself. He's holding his ribs right now. Both he and Knox are down. Referee does a smart thing getting rid of the chair. But Carlito Colon over here looking around.
Looking for something.
There's nothing ever good underneath the ring. What do you see?
I see a ladder. I don't know if that's what Carlito sees, but I guess it is.
I guess he sees it, he likes it, he takes it. And he's damn sure gonna use it.
Things are about to get bad for everybody in this match.
No. Oh! Carlito using that ladder obviously as an equalizer of sorts. He's the only one standing and now positioning that ladder right here in front of us. Tommy Dreamer already with a hurt rib, could have a strained abdomen, could have torn something on that high cross body moments ago.
Why do they always have to put the ladder in front of us?
I don't know, but here comes Tommy in the ladder.
And that ladder hurts, by the way. I don't know if you know this. I myself have been involved in a ladder match, and it can be
That's
pretty
true.
painful.
Probably the best female ladder match, if not one of the only ones that I've ever seen.
And a lot of people don't know, Tommy Dreamer actually eliminated you, Kat, in a battle royal a while ago. He told me over in the UK. He made sure that he told me the only reason, like, if I mentioned that, if I saw you, and said I didn't see you in the background, so I can say it now. It just clicked in my head. I did my homework.
You did. I
Quite the historian.
Oh! Did that just snap?
It just kind of bent. It just crumbled up into itself.
Carlito is in complete control. Mike Knox is laying in the junk of a ladder. And
Oh!
right into the ladder.
That's how quickly tides can change.
Oh! That's a 300-pound crossbody. That's got to be it.
Tommy Dreamer just about saw his FWE championship leave his hands while looking up into the lights.
I was just wondering whether we were going to see that famed Mike Knox low cross body, and we did.
Oh! Dreamer catches the boot and cuts the pie up the center. And a big DDT.
He spiked him.
That was a spike and a half. That was a spike.
The fact that Mike Knox kicked out, even the referee is surprised.
I just saw Mike Knox's eyes. One was rolled in the back of his head, the other one was drooped inside.
When Tommy Dreamer spikes you, you know you've been spiking too.
Tommy's looking for something. I don't know what it is.
This has been unbelievable. We've seen these guys go all the way around the ring. We've seen chairs. Hell, we've seen apples in this match. We see a ladder, and now I see Tommy Dreamer bringing the wood towards us.
Ask and you shall receive, New York. You want tables, we'll give them to you.
Tommy Dreamer set up the table on the outside. I'm taking my eyes off Tommy for the moment because Carlito Colon entering the ring on the far side.
Ooh, Carlito is coming right at Tommy. He saw him setting up that table.
No.
Insight, that was a bad idea. If he does this, he'll kill him.
No.
Well, this is a precarious situation because Tommy could just as easily be the one getting pushed through that table instead.
Ooh, Carlito with that big left hand, the southpaw. Dreamer holding on for dear life.
The southpaw from San Juan.
He doesn't want to go through that table. He doesn't want to go.
Whoa!
Oh no, he's going for the Death Valley. He can't do this.
No.
He can't do this. No!
Oh
Oh my
He did
God!
it. He did
Oh
it.
my God! The fecal chant rains out here at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. That was amazing.
I hope he's still alive.
Carlito has been eliminated. This is down to a one-on-one match between Tommy Dreamer and Mike Knox. And Dreamer's winding up that kendo stick. Big clothesline cuts him off.
I truly hope that Carlito is okay. He's somewhat immovable at this moment in time. Oh, I guess the match is continuing.
I feel like Home Depot should sponsor us with all the tables, ladders, chairs laying around.
Oh, that's a 300-plus man. Well above the ring right now, guys.
He's perched on that top rope. Carlito has not moved a muscle since going through that table. Uh-oh, Tommy's setting up the ladder. He likes to do a superplex off that ladder for extra momentum. This is a bad idea. That ladder is badly broken.
It's broken in half. It's bent. I don't know about this.
Uh-oh, Mike Knox is fighting back.
Oh
my
no,
gosh.
that is not, this is not going to turn out, one way or another, this is not going to turn out well.
How in the heck is Carlito up?
Oh, not only is he up, he hits the backcracker on the ladder.
Thank goodness.
Wait a minute, Mike Knox is up on the top rope. The big man is gonna fly.
Oh.
Goodness gracious, one way or another, this is not.
Whoa! The belt on the floor, but the winner.
Now you must run and win it.
Go ring it.
Go ring it, George. Go.
Unbelievable what we just saw.
And there goes the bell.
Carlito Colon, the new FWE champion.
Wow, we just had a title change at a HoH show. The FWE heavyweight champion is Carlito.
Tommy Dreamer just lost.
I can hardly believe it.
When Tommy said he wanted to defend the belt tonight, I never really imagined something like this would happen.
Surely the dream can't be over.
I'm speechless.
You gotta feel for Tommy. I mean, he put his heart and soul into this show, and then to come up just short of the main event after that incredible table. He put Carlito through the table.
I don't know how Carlito Colon is even standing. after getting death belly drivered off the apron, through the table, onto the floor.
He must be a zombie too. There's a lot of zombies in this building.
He's a zombie champion.
I think that Johnny killed a zombie.
Thank you, Tommy. If you couldn't hear it, they'll go louder for you.
They are going louder.
Tommy Dreamer grabs the belt, puts it on Carlito's shoulder, barely able to stand, and they embrace in the middle of the ring. What a moment, what a night. House of Hardcore has been off the chain. What a shocking ending.
What about Mike Knox? Is he gonna get a hug too?
Let this sink in, guys.
Tommy Dreamer still clutching at his groin. Carlito offers the olive branch to Mike Knox for a hard-fought battle.
We talked about. Oh, wait a minute!
Oh, watch out!
Wait a minute!
Raven, what the hell's he doing?
What the?
For a minute, I thought Raven was going to save Tommy Dreamer, but in a
What? Get in there, referee!
yeah, get in there, referee.
Oh! Wait a minute! I know that song. That can only mean one thing.
Look, Knox, Raven, they're looking all around the Mid-Hudson Civic Center.
Everybody is on their feet. This is insane. Could this just be a tease?
Where is he? Where?
Where is the cane swinging, beer drinking, hardcore icon?
Stand there! Taking his time as always. There's always time for a beer and a cigarette. Here at the Mid-Hudson Center.
And in the ring right now, Raven still knocking down Carlito, the new FWE champion, as Sandman enters the ring. Mike Knox just kicked the belt out of the ring. Tommy Dreamer laying on the stage right now in obvious pain as Sandman.
He's drinking a six-pack.
He's making his way to the ring. The crowd loving it right now, but in the ring, Mike Knox with Tommy Dreamer. As Raven's still going to work. Big suplex on Tommy Dreamer, and now the Sandman start making his way, seeing what is going on in the ring.
I wonder what he'll do next. I think it's sad to say that the surprise element is no longer on the Sandman's side.
Yeah, but it's still a 2-on-1 attack. What a throwback moment. This is incredible. Everybody on their feet singing along.
Guys, if this goes bad, you're gonna have to hold this relative.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Taking hands.
Hands up, running into each other. Sandman able to
Woo.
push away. Oh!
There goes the stick.
Kendo stick flying right at us. Raven in a world of hurt right in front of us. Literally sitting on our announce table. Tommy back in the ring. Looks like Raven trying to believe. Tasted the kendo stick and didn't want any more.
Sandman and Tommy standing alone in the ring. Standing full.
What a moment this is. What an event. House of Hardcore. Never heard this one before.
Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I thought this was going to be a disaster. As most of you know, my mom had a stroke. I thought she was going to die. She's here tonight doing the merchandise.
I guess it's official. House of Hardcore will return.
And to all the boys in the back, thank you for busting your asses like you always did. I know this roster, I picked it perfectly because I know you would perform. Thank you so much. Get home safe. I love you.
What a night of action. What a way to end it. Man, count. Incredible night. Top to bottom. Unbelievable show. Unbelievable weekend. FW Friday night. House of Hardcore Saturday night. It has been amazing.
It's been fantastic. I'm so happy I could be part of this, and I want to come back.
Again, thanks for having me, guys. It was amazing. It was a pleasure sitting next to you. It was a pleasure sitting next to you.
Thank you.
For Vic, Katarina Lee, Jordan Schneider, don't forget to check out the website, houseofhardcore.net, FWE Wrestling. We'll see you next time.
And I have never cared much about the I'm so glad I have a dip in my mouth right now, because it's the only thing keeping me from blowing a gasket and breaking something. And people know, don't break anything, we'll have to pay money, but I don't care at this point. Because Sami Callihan's in an awful mood. I went to battle tonight, just like I do multiple times a week, because that's what I do. I go to battle. I chipped my tooth, I split my lip open, and I got whipped 150 miles an hour to a guardrail, and that mother exploded. I got hurt. I got hurt! Oh. I don't make my reputation by getting hurt. I make my reputation by hurting people. Japan, I hurt people. Scotland, I hurt people. England, I hurt people. Germany, I hurt people. Mexico, I hurt people. Canada, I hurt people. United States, no way different. I hurt people. What makes you guys think it's going to be any different in Poughkeepsie, New York on October 6th for House of Hardcore? House of Hardcore. Real interesting name. I've been through hardcore, I've been through ultraviolet, and I got up to fight another day. So when October 6th is done, you're not going to be talking about House of Hardcore. You're not going to be talking about the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. You're going to be talking about how Sami Callihan went in the ring to do battle and destroyed the War Machine Rhino. Look in these eyes. Look in these eyes. Do you see anything pure? Do you see anything respectful in these eyes? No. You see death, because that's all I see in my head right now. Rhino, you're a big boy. War Machine, Death Machine, one-on-one on October 6th. And you're gonna learn, just like everybody else, when you get in the ring with me, there's a good chance you're gonna get your leg broken with a stretch muffler. I never once in my entire career said I was the biggest dog in the fight. But damn right, I'm the scariest. And October 6th, I prove it once again. So Rhino, I'm daring you to hit me, I'm daring you to gore me, because I'll get right back up, spit in your face, and slap you right across your head. Because respect is not a word in my vocabulary or my dictionary. October 6th is the day that will be known, the day that Sami Callihan raped professional wrestling of its dignity. See you on the 6th.
Poughkeepsie, New York. This is the man who was T-bowing before there was ever a T-bow. The man who was peck popping before The Rock. The half-man, half-machine, former Masterpiece Chris Masters. And I'm here to tell you that October the 6th, House of Hardcore, I will be in the house. And what I'd like to do right now is issue an open Master Lock challenge to anybody in the city of Poughkeepsie. Nobody breaks the full Nelson Master Lock. So October the 6th, $500 on the line. Who's it gonna be?
You know, being born and raised in Poughkeepsie, New York, you naturally became a wrestling fan. But in 1994, when I tuned in on ECW late at night, it changed my life. Because that day forward, I always wanted to become a professional wrestler. I used to go to every single ECW show known to man in Poughkeepsie. I never missed one. I even quoted ECW in my yearbook, senior year. Since then, I have become a professional wrestler. Since then, I have traveled all over the country. Since then, I always have tried to mark my spot. Coming from Poughkeepsie, living here, being born here, being raised here, I have become the hometown guy. And Hale Collins will, without a doubt, make history come October 6th.
Hey Vic, you're gonna be at
Whoa, what are you doing here, man? What are you doing here?
You're gonna be at a House of Hardcore October 6th?
Man, you come to my job now? I'm far removed from this professional wrestling thing, man. I'm not gonna be it. I can't wrestle there. I lost last time I was there. Stipulation, I'm a man of my word. I've always been my whole career, and I'm not gonna be there on October 6th. I'm out of town. I don't even live there anymore. I don't know how you guys even found me out here in Connecticut, but whatever. No, I'm not going to be there. But I do wish Tommy Dreamer and House of Hardcore the best of luck. It is the biggest night in professional wrestling history, right in my former hometown, place where I grew up. I have so many friends and so much history that I've had there. I wish I could be a part of it, but because of that selfish, egotistical, maniacal, backstabbing, worthless former ex-partner, Hale Collins, I can't be there. So Hale, I wish absolutely nothing but the worst for you. I hope that you bleed in front of your family more than I made you bleed last time we were in the ring together. I hope you break a leg. I hope that you can't even walk out of the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. Tommy Dreamer, Rhino, Edge, Carlito, Paul London, Brian Kendrick, all cool guys. I wish I could be there. I wish House of Hardcore the best of luck, but professional wrestling is something I don't do anymore.
All right, Vic. Thanks, man.
All right, man.
In 1976, the Mid-Hudson Civic Center was established. Shortly after, the Civic Center became the place for all things pro wrestling. Now, on October 6th, pro wrestling changes forever. Over 25 WWE and ECW superstars embrace the pro wrestling history of the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. On October 6th, Poughkeepsie becomes the House of Hardcore. Stay tuned to houseofhardcore.net for more information. WPDH and Tommy Dreamer presents the inaugural House of Hardcore, Saturday, October 6th at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center in Poughkeepsie. Making his first post-WWE appearance, WWE Hall of Famer Adam Copeland, formerly known as Edge. On the card, you will see Tommy Dreamer, Poughkeepsie's own Hale Collins, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.